blizzard.
Yeah,
weather.
we got nothing here, but I still felt that. They were doing
It's all
two
downhill
12-hour
from here,
overnight.
right? Maybe.
Yeah, it was not pleasant in Buffalo.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
the experience of two 12-hour overnights and
I don't know if you like it.
Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh,
That's
Oh, my.
rough.
But
Yeah.
I mean, it was basically free overtime. I just had to sit there and be on standby. Basically, I didn't actually do anything.
Okay. Well, still, that sucks.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't doing anything anyway. It was volunteer.
Okay. But still, I mean, you want to spend that time with family, right? So.
Yeah, I mean,
Not always.
What about the family drama? It only happens once a year, and it's Christmas time. You
Oh,
want to
oh boy!
catch
You
up
think
on
family drama always happens once a year?
yeah,
Someone didn't have a dysfunctional childhood.
also been kind of in and out of sicknesses.
Oh yeah, don't tell me
okay.
about that.
Kind of, I'm not sure if I'm fighting something right now or something's coming on or not. But it's be the third time in a month if it is,
Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
or maybe third time in 2 months. That's what kids do to you.
Oh
Yep,
yeah.
that's what kids. Yeah, kids are rough. Let me tell you. Oh yeah, they bring everything.
I've been finding that out in the last month and a half, 2 months.
Little disease
Wait,
vectors.
oh yeah, little petri dishes. Wait until you get kids of your own. It's even worse. Oh my god.
I'm getting the abridged version right now.
Yeah. Plus the lack of sleep really messes up your whole immune system.
Oh
Plus
yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I haven't gotten that side of it yet.
Well, sleep all you can. That's what I told my brother. My brother just had his newborn. My youngest of the family just had his first child. So he's living it right now, and it's pretty brutal. So
Yeah.
yeah. You realize how much sleep you could have before, and it's mind-boggling how much you can do with a little sleep now. It's actually funny.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to being able to sleep. I'm looking forward for them to be like, these lazy adolescents that just don't want to get up in the morning. I'm like,
Oh
oh
yeah.
fuck, I just can't wait for that shit. Oh my god, Saturday mornings are gonna be glorious. Ugh. Right now, Saturday mornings are like, oh my god, I want to kill myself. Where's my coffee? Just shoot it in. Just shoot it into my veins. It's like my son's like I don't get it. My son, he would have a really awful night, and like he literally would sleep like 3 hours in one night, and he would still wake up at 6 a.m. I'm like, how the fuck do you do this? And why are you doing this to me? Just go to bed, go to sleep. And he looks like he says, I want to watch TV. And I'm like, ugh. You have 3
Sleep.
hours
You're
of
gonna
sleep.
wish you slept more when you're an adult, kid. You're gonna be like, why didn't I sleep when I had a chance?
No, but here's the worst part. Here's the worst part. Like you set him up on the TV, so that way then I start doing the dishes, right? I start emptying the dishwasher while he watches TV. I get to prepare breakfast and all that stuff, right? And then he asks for a blanket. Then he asks, "Can you start the fire?" So I start the fireplace up. I put on his TV show. Then my daughter comes down. She gets all cozy with her brother and all that. They're super quiet, and then when they're super quiet that they just practically fell asleep again. So you go back and you look at them and they're all fucking fast asleep, both of them. It's adorable, but I'm like, you woke me up to get up
So
to
you
fall
could
asleep
go
again
back
on the
to
couch.
sleep.
Yeah, I know. It's like, thank you guys. I love my children. And like, what am I gonna do?
What
Go
a
back to
gift.
sleep?
I
No.
know, right?
Might as well. So it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Yeah. Plus we had it was my son's birthday party today. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, well
Oh,
nice,
happy
but
birthday,
we had
tiny hero.
oh, thank you. Little Benjamin had his he was his third birthday, and but
Oh.
he started having a fever around noon.
Oh no.
So yeah, just after we had the cake ready to be delivered at this
Oh.
place that we rented, plus we had all the inflatable balloons, the helium balloons that cost a fortune. We had them all with us.
Mhm.
We're on our way to leave and get to the place. We rented this place, so we had family and friends. We had over like 30 people coming over. We're like, this is gonna be awesome. He's gonna have a lot of fun. There's gonna be dinosaurs everywhere. It's gonna be freaking awesome. And then he has fever. We have to call the center to say, yeah, well, we can't come anymore.
Ugh.
Oh.
Yeah, so I've got helium balloons. I have a shit ton of helium balloons on my first floor that I can't use. They'll probably be inflated by next weekend. And we give this another go. Thank God I put the cake in the freezer. That's pretty much all I could save. But lost a $200 deposit because we had to deposit for the
My
room,
goodness.
and so yeah, it's a shit
Was-
show just because of
but-
fever.
Mm.
It
Was
sucks.
today his birthday or was it
Today?
earlier?
Yeah, it was today.
Okay, okay.
Well, it was this afternoon, and people
Right.
were gonna leave after dinner, and that was it. So
I was gonna say
so we-
it's very close to my friend's kid's birthday.
hell yeah, yeah, January. I mean, a lot of kids. Here's how it works, okay? If you start procreating around February's or around, that magical.
Oh my god.
We didn't have to go.
Guys, this is the weirdest session recap ever.
hey, this isn't a session
the way, we're
recap,
live.
okay? This is a.
What do you
this is a-
mean?
Oh my god.
Oh well, I figured we weren't live, so this was okay. This was a bit
Oh
fair
yeah,
Are
it's
we
game.
live?
totally fine. This is absolutely fine.
Great.
Been,
So,
what,
but
3
my-
weeks since we've actually met?
January 14th,
It's been a while.
the
Yep.
13th night in Barovia.
You have impregnated your wife.
no, but
Roll
here,
Constitution saving throw.
Oh my god.
but think about it, right? If a kid is born around November, December, or January, right? It's around that time that it happened because I mean,
Mhm.
right?
Science.
So exactly, right?
I could have been a Halloween baby.
Ew.
Ew.
I was close to
So that
Halloween,
mean-
baby.
Wait, you could have, but your birthday's July 1st.
You were 2 months premature. That's impossible.
Kind of
Wait.
far off there, my guy.
Am I?
That explains a few things.
That would make you 4 months premature.
Oh. Yeah.
You're a bit far off, my guy.
Oh my god, what have I started?
It was awesome. Good job, Doug. Anyways,
What is
so-
happening?
the plan for this year is that we will probably conclude this game. Unless you guys go on a wild tangent, it should be this year that you guys finish this. I mean, you guys are a little
We do
bit
have
past the halfway point.
Should be.
Keyword.
What?
What if we're
I'm-
completionists and do every single thing?
Well, we've
Well, you
already
guys-
missed a couple of
yeah,
things, so
You did,
we won't be
so
able to
that's
platinum it.
yeah. You can't platinum the game anymore. I mean, remember how many times I tried to hint at doing something with Mad Mary and you guys just
Yeah,
ignored
we
her?
just did not care about her.
It's all right. There's New Game Plus, right?
I'm like, ugh, that lady.
Just skip to that chapter. Go straight there.
Exactly.
So, but yeah, I mean, even if you guys do go on tangents, odds are we will finish the game here. You guys should be between level 10 and 12 by the time you finish the campaign. That's the usually the level range that people finish this campaign in. So it should be this year. It's gonna be fun. Still plenty of things to do, and most likely, the tone of the game will change in the sense that it'll be much more high stakes eventually, like this year.
High stakes.
You guys- Yeah, high stakes, but you guys are gonna have a lot of freedom to go around. So it's less railed. Like your guys are gonna be less on rails, right? Because you can now pretty much go wherever you want. But there'll be higher stakes, much more bigger events. So far, things have been pretty tame, I have to say. Especially regarding your relationship with Strahd. Your relationship with Strahd so far has been very, very tame. So there is a turning point where things get a bit more dire with Strahd, depending on what decisions you
course.
make. Yeah, so that will be upcoming, and from that point on, it's just everything's much more high stakes, obviously. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And your characters are gonna get to really overcome some pretty intense challenges. It's gonna be awesome. So, with that being said, you guys are now at the Wizards of the Wine,
Yay!
and I'm excited for this one. I'm actually
I
very
don't know
excited for this
about
one.
yay, considering what we have up against us.
Oh, a bunch of druids.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I'll
god,
do
and
I'll do the recap once you guys are ready, if everybody's ready,
yeah.
and
I'm ready.
that'll give you an idea of where we
Part
left off.
Is Sirenscape working or?
I'm on Sirenscape. I'm gonna start the audio in a bit. I can do a
Okay.
Hold
test.
on, I need to connect to that.
Just making sure.
Yeah,
Oh
or
my
we can
gosh,
stream
forgetting
it.
something.
We can always stream it. If somebody wants to stream their Sirenscape, go right ahead. Or I could do it. I could always do it. No, I shouldn't do it because you guys can see. Yeah, no, probably I shouldn't be the one to do it.
Yeah. God
Because
knows
you guys,
what.
The songs
Figure
are the
should-
Actually, if
spoilers.
you just source it to Sirenscape, we shouldn't be able to see anything else but Sirenscape.
oh, to the player, you mean? Yeah, I could source it to the player. That's a good
No,
point.
I got it. I got it.
You got it. Okay, you got
Lord
it.
knows
Okay.
we don't need another Piddlewick incident.
Oh my god. If we do not figure out who Piddlewick is, I'm gonna be disappointed.
The mystery of
I think
Piddlewick.
that's one of the missable ones that we can't platinum
If
anymore.
we kill Strahd, Piddlewick needs to come in before the game is over.
Well, there's a lot of that's in Castle Ravenloft. There's a lot of missable stuff in Castle Ravenloft. Surprise, surprise. But yeah, I get a feeling you guys are gonna try to scour every corner until you find Piddlewick, and then after that, well, okay, we found him finally. Now we can get
Like,
out of this
no.
joint. Okay.
He was a banana seller. Great. Doesn't
Actually,
become something
Piddlewick has a very tragic story. Very, very tragic story.
Everyone in Ravenloft does.
Yeah, surprise, surprise, right?
Hey, Commissioner. What you doing in my tower?
Yeah. Ooh, he actually good. You remember it wasn't a tower.
Yeah.
Good man. Okay. All right. So I'll shoot this off and see if you guys can hear anything. Let's wake you guys up with a horror stab. Here we go.
Woo.
Everybody heard that?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Thumbs up from everyone. Okay. Perfect. All right. So we'll get the show on the road. Yeah. Let's start this now. Curse of Strahd. All right. Chapter 9, Session 48. The year is 752 of the Barovian calendar. 13th day of the 10th moon. It's currently around 5 p.m. You are in the Druidic groves of the western part of Barovia. You are just outside of the Wizards of the Wine's winery. So after a tumultuous trek through the Valachian Valley, you reached your long-awaited destination, the Wizards of the Wine's winery. Wine remains the lifeblood of Barovia, for it provides solace to its denizens. Since your arrival in the realm, you witnessed the wine shortage plague its peoples in various towns. Now that you have arrived at the winery, the origin of the shortage is much clearer. Ancient and mysterious Druidic forces assaulted the vineyard recently, sabotaging wine production and transportation. Just recently, these exponents of Barovia's ancient arts managed to breach the Mardukov's defenses set around the winery. And just recently, druids employed twisted primeval magic to conjure hordes of blights formed from the dead shrubs and plants. This unanticipated power allowed the druids to overcome and conquer the winery quickly, resulting in the capture of the Mardukov family's patriarch. It also forced the rest of the Mardukov family, including its children and infants, to flee to the outskirts of the vineyard. It is here, upon your arrival, that you met Adrian, the eldest son of the Mardukov family, who was guarding his families. Desperate for help, he implored for your assistance in saving his father, Davian Mardukov. He also promised you any barrels of wine remaining inside, should you succeed in driving away the Druids and their forces. When pressed on the Druid's motivation for assaulting the vineyard, Adrian remained vague and defiant. Yet you nonetheless accepted to answer his plea. And now, as you devise your plan of approach, thunder and rain begins to fall upon the valley. Whether foreboding or timely, you will soon find out. No time, the thunder was well placed there. Alright, so any questions? The usual silence indicates usually there's no questions. Okay, perfect. So, everybody remembers how to play. Hasn't been too long. And just so you guys know, you are just outside the. You're just basically outside of the vineyard area. So you have the rows of vines that you see in front of you, and further away, you have the actual winery. So you have quite a bit of there's quite a bit of distance between your current location and the actual winery, and you are right next to the remainder of the Mardukov families that I think I showed you pictures of last game. They're all in your handouts under named NPCs, I believe. Yeah, you have. They're all pretty extravagant folk. I mean, they have these these feathery and blue type clothes. They're very distinct. So they're all listed there. And so Davian's currently Adrian is currently the person that you were speaking with, and Davian Mardukov is apparently the elder or the patriarch of the family. He's been captured, and Adrian believes he's being held inside the winery. So, do you have any questions? I'll leave the floor open to you guys. Do you have any questions for Adrian or any other members of the family?
Right, we were trying to devise a plan, right? If I remember right.
Well, I mean, you accepted to help him, so you basically have two goals. You have to drive away the druids and whatever forces that are assisting him forming the winery, and at the same time, you have to ideally save their patriarch. Those are pretty much your two goals.
Right.
You don't know why the druids are assailing or assaulting the winery. That's one thing you don't.
Do we know anything about druids in general? Can we
yeah, so
have we encountered druids before? Have I encountered druids before?
Well, what you could do is anybody can roll either an Arcana check or a Nature check to recall information on druids. So at the same time, this will warm everybody up.
21.
First
What do I
roll.
know?
Oh,
First
damn.
rolls of
Yeah.
2023.
Ooh, 20.
Wow.
Our first
don't know.
rolls, everyone.
I know, right? And we're wasting the good ones, except for good old Ozthor.
Wow, thanks guys.
No. Why did I roll a perception and a nature?
Oh, that's weird. Why did perception roll?
Why did I roll two different things?
No
Yeah.
idea. Maybe you guys are keeping an eye out at the same time.
You're thinking, but you're also looking
I
around.
perceive all nature around me.
Hey, I'm smart this time.
So, I mean, anybody who's rolled over, I'd say, I mean, everybody knows a bit about druids, even Steve, who either is distracted right now or doesn't know much, recalls a bit of information. Druids are known to be these mystical, magic-wielding individuals that have some form of connection to nature. So that's pretty much the extent of what Steve knows about druids. What what the rest of you know or have can recollect either from past experience or from, I mean, maybe things you've read in the past, is that druids more specifically have control over not only nature but elements themselves, and that means that they are able to use the various elements and other creatures in the wild to their benefit. This includes plants, it includes animals, it also includes elements such as fire, wind, water, thunder,
Oh, cool. So everything.
and even some
Oh,
druids have
great.
enough. Some druids that are strong enough that they're even able to summon elementals to their
Oh,
aid.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
So they
again,
can
I'm gonna
just
need
do
more
whatever the
wine for
fuck they
this.
want.
Let's just hope these ones aren't that powerful, right? Right?
Oh yeah, I'm sure there are a bunch of level ones. Definitely.
and druids are technically what's important about druids is that they're usually very connected to nature, and so
And we're
they
surrounded
tend.
by like the woods, right? Like we're kind of like in a
Yes,
woodsy area too.
Yeah.
yes, you are. Yes,
Cool,
you are.
cool, 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 cool. Not cool, by the way.
So basically, I mean, what that means is that they tend to fall into two camps. There are those that try to find a way to find a balance between the more modern civilizations, the ones that tend to, I mean, take advantage of nature, right, or destroy nature. They try to establish a balance, and they're the more radical ones. Those that will oppose any type of desecration of nature for whatever gain, whatever purpose. They believe that nature should be respected and not desecrated. And some will go to extreme length to be violent and actually, defend nature violently, like your typical eco-terrorists, for example, or whatever. So
Maybe that's why they're attacking the. But I wouldn't think the vineyard would be hurting nature. If anything, it's helping.
I mean,
No.
from the point is this, another thing that you guys know about the druids, druids in general, would justify, well, from what Adrian has told you, and there's actually very little, but from what the little Adrian has shared, there's very little that the Mardikovs seem to have done to justify this type of response from your typical druids, even the more radical ones, right? I mean, they're just, I mean, other than, I mean, building a wooden mansion, I mean, long ago, because the building looks pretty. I mean, it looks to have aged quite a bit, and I mean, sure, they had to cut down trees to build a house, right, a mansion. But in the end, I mean, they're just growing wine, and so they're just making wine, which is a natural process. So you believe that there's got to be something else that is causing the druids to assault the winery. There's got to be
And
some history between them and the Mardikovs.
so would any of us know if there were like, I guess like sects of druids, like
Like how hags have a coven?
yeah, or like if there were like
Are you thinking of wolf tactic?
no, I'm thinking of if there are like, oh, there are these type of druids that we heard about that are have a specific agenda, I guess. Like, I don't want to say gangs because that's not quite the right word, but like, is there like a? Do we know if there are like a, like the druids of Eastmore, like that kind of thing? Like, if there
Yeah,
are
I mean,
any famous druids that we've heard of, maybe recently that are like causing trouble or anything.
Well, I mean, without having met these druids, it's hard to tell if like these are druids that are from Barovia or they're druids that have come from another realm, a realm maybe your realm or whatever. And so it's hard to draw parallels with what you know about druids and these ones without having spoken to or interacted with any of them. But druids do definitely have agendas. I mean, obviously they do.
Yeah.
But it's whether this is a typical druid agenda that explains their assault on the Mardikovs, perhaps. I mean, maybe the Mardikovs are doing something that would be offensive to any type of druid, right? Because they're doing some form of sacrilegious ritual or activity against nature. Although you haven't seen anything to suggest that, but it also could be something completely different. There could be some long-standing history and conflict that you're just not aware of. Yeah.
And he
So
didn't really
with that,
have any sort of. Adrian didn't really have any sort of answer for why his father might have been a target, right?
well, he hasn't shared that. He hasn't explained that, and he's been very evasive.
I think we probably need more information from him.
Okay.
It's like because these might be like super druids that are,
Super druids.
necromancer zombies.
Super druid.
Like,
What if we send like a decoy party? Thor to find out what they know or what.
Like
they think.
major illusion.
No, like to interview the druids why they're doing stuff.
Okay,
Interview the
yes,
druids.
About to have a cup of tea.
I am Ira
I come in
Glass, and I am
peace.
here to interview you for my podcast,
Yep,
This
yep.
Barovian Life. Excuse me,
Here-
Mr. Druid. Could you
I want to
tell
get the
us
unique
what your...
perspective of druids in the Barovian environment.
What if we just asked for a tour?
Ask the Druids for a tour?
Sure. I
Mhm.
mean, sure. You,
Yeah.
I think they
the
might...
most charismatic person in the party.
The only one with charisma at the
The only
party.
one.
Aren't there also a whole bunch of these stick goblins or whatever those
That's
things
true.
are called?
Yes.
Oh,
That's right.
yeah, there's
Yep.
that.
We were gonna have the
Um,
crows guide us through the field or something.
What
To
are
make
those
sure that we
things
avoid
called?
those things.
And by the way, Ostor, you have Nigel. I guess he's invisible still, or that is like he's basically on your shoulder and he pokes at you. Says,
I do not appreciate the bird lady's suggestion because I know where this is going.
Oh wow.
Cheer up, little buddy.
I don't even know where she was going. But
I refuse to approach the vineyard and speak to these Druids. It's not happening.
Oh snap.
Fair enough, fair enough.
I mean, poor Nigel's died how many times now? 3 times?
I think.
2?
I think
So
I think
Nigel
it
wants
might have
to
been
stay
3.
behind. Is that what he's saying?
Well, I mean, he doesn't want to approach the vineyard by himself and approach the druids. He does not want to do that. Does not want to risk his hide again. No way. Not after being revived very recently, right?
I mean, fair, Nigel.
Perhaps the bird lady would like to go. I mean, Druids must like birds, right?
Do I hear
In-
this?
Thanks,
Or is he
Teresa.
just
No,
talking to
he's-
Astor?
He's got a
First-
point.
First racist comment of 2023.
Oh my gosh.
Take that, wokeness.
Druids are quaking
Whoa.
in their boots.
It's my stab. It's my stab at woke fantasy. Sorry, I'm a little bitter after Witcher Blood Origins. I'm very bitter, actually.
I haven't seen it,
Aw.
so I can't really say.
Don't. Anybody who watches that show
Don't?
is off my game. I'm sorry. No, do not. No, anybody, who,
Yeah.
Then get out.
If I hear that any of you watch that show, you are out of my game.
I'm watching it
just-
right now.
Oh,
It's
snap.
It's sacrilege.
I'm gonna watch the first episode while we play.
That's even worse.
I thought that we were in the TV show right now.
I mean, the Lord of the
I mean, is
Rings
this not a
series was
Witcher
pretty bad,
playthrough?
so.
It's worse. It's worse than
I think you're muted,
It's
babe.
worse than the Lord of the Rings one? Oh my gosh.
It's worse than Rings of Power apparently. Well, I mean, it has I think it's got a 20 something or 30% approval
Jesus
rating
Christ.
on Rotten Tomatoes from critics, and it's got like a
Ooh.
10 or 12% approval rating from viewers.
Oh.
It's the worst rated Netflix show ever produced by
Oh,
Netflix.
You've seen Rings of Power, right?
I watched a few episodes and I couldn't bear it anymore. I actually canceled my Amazon subscription. It was that
Oh
bad.
wow.
Oh yeah. I wanted to make a statement. I would cancel my Netflix subscription because of this crap, but my wife keeps watching Gilmore Girls, and she's actually on her first run through the fucking.
You
It's
can't
on
cancel
Netflix.
it now.
You can definitely cancel it. Gilmore Girls is on Netflix. Oh,
It
you
is,
mean
but
you mean
I wanted to-
you
I
mean
would-
okay? I thought you were
Netflix.
talking about Amazon still.
No, I would cancel Netflix as well if it just wasn't for my wife watching certain shows, especially
I mean, to be
specifically.
honest, I haven't watched anything on Netflix in God knows how long.
Yeah.
I mean, this is how it was when I sometimes sit with my wife and watch one of the Gilmore Girls episodes. I'm like, man, the dialogue and script in this show is actually not bad. But then I realized, oh wait, this because I just came back from fucking Blood Origins, and obviously, I mean, any script by a
Dude.
5-year-old will be better than this show.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
But anyways, that's neither here or there. There you go. Me rant on Blood Origins. If you're listening, Netflix, you want to cancel
Yeah,
this show.
Netflix.
That was me going from the Crisis Core remaster to playing Persona 5. Like, dear God, the jump in voiceover quality is astounding.
Yeah, I
Alright,
can only
alright, so
imagine.
here's the plan. Find the first druid, cast suggestion, and tell him to convince all the other druids to watch Witcher Blood and Origin. They all agree, Paul deletes them. Boom.
Good plan. Good
Brilliant.
plan. Oh my gosh.
Brilliant. I just deleted NPCs because they watched a TV show. Okay.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Yeah. You can imagine the druids are casting the scrying spell. Crystal ball, show me the first episode of Witcher's Blood
And they're
Origins.
like, oh,
Oh my god, my eyes. Okay, anyways, it's woke garbage. I don't mind creating a woke fantasy. It's just you don't have to slap Witcher on it, to be honest.
I get
It's
it.
nothing. It's got nothing from The
why
Witcher.
I don't know
If
why
you-
they kept it after Henry Cavill left. Like, why not just call it Blood Origins? Like, I don't. I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't watch Witcher to begin with, but
You
But we
should.
know why. Because
Honestly,
I mean,
I don't know how I got through season 1. It was boring as
Steven
fuck.
wouldn't let me watch Witcher after he saw Henry Cavill, and he was like, I know I can't compete with that. With the hair.
What are you talking about? I have to constantly, like, eavesdrop when you and Paul talking. Like, I'm more worried about Paul.
I'm more worried about Paul.
You
I
should
hear you
be.
whispering at night. I hear your whispers to him at night.
She sees me like getting frustrated over preparing as a DM, and she's like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "Paul would know what to do."
Aw.
And it's just like,
And I'm
"It's
like-
always Paul with you."
I'm like, talk to Paul, he'll help you.
Yeah, I'll help for sure, 100%. Okay, so with all this said, with all that rant out of the way, what do you guys do to
Tangent.
approach? What do you guys do to approach the vineyard? You still have to cross the the vineyard rows, right?
I know. I was
Do we
gonna
have a
fly
map?
with the birds.
Do we have a map of like the area, or do we know like
I remember Adrian describing stuff to us. I
he did
think.
describe?
Actually, you know what? You know what? I may have a map for you guys. Give me a
Because I'm
sec.
pretty
I
sure we
had-
asked for a map,
Yeah.
or like a description of direction or whatever.
Yeah, did I have a map for it somewhere? 1 second here. There's a huge mother of a map for this that was done by a fan. Did I bring it to Roll20? If not, I could just quickly do it, or put it at least in the in
In
Discord. Give me a sec.
Oh,
Give me a
yeah,
sec.
yeah,
Give me a
yeah.
sec. I think I can find it. It's gonna be in maps, I believe. Then Wizards of Wines. Yeah. They. Yeah. The only issue with this is that you can see the inside of the building. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Maybe you can quickly blacken those out.
Maybe I could. Maybe I could.
Or we could ask Adrian to tell us how the house is laid out. That should take care of that, maybe.
Well, you guys can ask details on that on the property itself, if you want. Yeah, I can't show you this map. You're going to see it inside of the building. Yeah, no, I can't. But okay, so basically, from where you're standing, you have to cross roughly, I'd say, about 200 feet of vineyards. Okay, and you're currently facing the front of the mansion. And last time Adrian did mention that there was the main floor has multiple access points. There is a loading dock where they have like a where they load the barrels of wine that are ready for to be transported on the road. That would be an entry point. It's right between both the main door that to enter the main door to the winery, and also next to it is the stables where they have two horses. So that would be one entry point possibly. There's the main door that you can use, and there are also doors at the back of the winery. So it's really up to you. There's also windows. There's two floors to the winery. They seem to, from what Adrian just said last time, I think I told you guys this last time. The main floor is mostly where they have the whole operation to make the wine. The second floor is where they have their living quarters and all that for the family members. And so the main floor would be like where all the wine is stored and produced and all that stuff, right? Whereas if you want to have access to the various rooms that belong to the Mardikovs, they'll be on the second floor. And it's just two-story building. So does that kind of help you? Does that help you out, Dana?
A little bit,
Or
yeah.
the rest of the party? Okay.
Yeah.
So first you have to get there. I mean, yeah, I know Sparrow can fly, but what does the rest of you do to get there?
What time of day is it?
It's about 5 p.m.
So we can have the stealth of the night. Maybe.
Well, you have to
guys?
wait a bit. You'll have to wait a bit for that, but you can.
Oh.
We could maybe wait, and I can cast darkness on us and move us.
Can you even see outside the darkness?
No.
I don't think we can.
Ah.
No, normal people can't because it's magical darkness. So dark vision does not work.
Oh.
With the darkness help. But if there's some workarounds, but they're rare. I mean, like I think Steve could get the ability to have like an improved dark vision, but there's not a lot of characters that have that. Regular dark vision will not allow you to see pierce through the darkness spell.
Would they just see a giant ball of darkness moving?
Correct. Yep, that's what they
That
would
would
see.
definitely
probably
not
not,
be
yep.
suspicious at all.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
And also
Oh.
remember, they did mention that they believe that the entirety of the rows of vineyards are littered with these blight type
Yeah, the
creatures.
blights.
Yeah.
Is there a way that we could go? Is there like a back way that we could go to avoid the crops? I guess. Like, could we go around?
So unfortunately, the vineyard is
Back?
the winery is surrounded by these vineyards. So regardless of where you go, you're gonna have to. If you want to go on foot, you're gonna have to cross through some vineyards. They're surrounded by them. Yeah.
I remember.
Are they like?
Aren't the crows like supposed to help y'all down on the ground to maneuver?
The crows can. They said that Adrian said that they could send some crows to help guide you.
Yeah.
But
Tell
I mean,
you where the
you'll have
blights are, or
to.
whatever.
Well, I mean, again, they're going to do their best to help. But I mean, remember, these are animals, first of all, right? First and foremost. So I mean, they're not going to tell you like, hey, there's one right there. No, they speak crow. I don't think any of you understand crow.
Caw.
Can I try?
No, you. and still, I mean, they're flying. Some of you will be. I mean, they're going to be in the air, and you're going to have to pay attention to maybe what they do, how they react. So I mean, it's not a done deal that you're like able to like. It's not gonna. It might not necessarily be a guaranteed
Okay.
benefit, but
What
they
if
could help.
what if Nigel flies up invisible
Yeah.
and he can kind of guide us based on the patrols he sees? He can kind of communicate to me telepathically, allowing us to move through.
Yeah, I think he can do that, and I think he has magical darkness, so he could dark vision. I mean, so he can see through magical darkness. I think. And go check his sheet, but some devils and demons do have that ability. But yeah, that's something he could do. Although he would only be able to communicate to you, right? And so you would have to find a way to communicate with the rest of the party. But yeah, you guys figure it out. I mean, Adrian's besides you. He's tending to his family, and they're waiting to see what it is you guys will do. And I mean, he's willing to help as best he can.
I want to ask him. I don't know if we asked him this last time, but just in case we didn't, if there's anything he can tell us about these specific druids, like if he recognized them in any way, if his father ever spoke of, problems that he had with druids, or if he can think of any conceivable reason why they would be here. And that is really important. Like, if there's something that we need to know before we go in there and risk our lives, then he needs to tell us, because we can't help him if we don't have all the information.
Also, something I would like to add on: how many druids are there? If he knows.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
You
sure.
can estimate.
So in terms of druids, there's maybe he thinks maybe 5 or 6 of them.
Oh God.
There was one. There was one that seemed to lead all of them, and he was the one giving orders. He says that he couldn't understand most of what he was saying because they were speaking a very unique dialect. It's a very ancient and old dialect. The Druids in Barovia belong to the people that resided in the land before Strahd's arrival, and so they have been living these lands for thousands of years, if not more. And so, but this is the first time that the Druids have assaulted the winery. Previously, they never had any issues with people. And in fact, I mean, it's the people, these folk or ancient people of the land have been pretty much keeping to themselves, and so they haven't usually been a problem up until recently. And the reason why they would attack us, I can't fathom why. But you don't seem to buy that. Don't feel he's being completely honest with the last part of why he wouldn't know why they're attacking them.
Adrian, we need to know every single detail that you know, even if you think it will not help.
Well, like I said, I could give you an idea of their numbers. There's 5 or 6 druids. One seems to be leading.
No. I mean that something that you might have done, or your father, or something.
Well,
about the vineyard.
I mean, I can't.
What was the last thing that you and your father did before they came over?
Nothing. We've been producing wine. It's what we've been doing. However, they've been consistently attacking our means to produce wine. Now, I'm not at the liberty to explain to you the family secret to our wine production, but
Oh.
let's just
It is not
let's
normal winemaking? I know a thing or two about wine.
well, no, let's just say, and this is as much as I'll say on the matter. Let's just say that the wine is done in a very unique way in Barovia.
In a unique way that would draw the attention of druids, perhaps? And is
A
this
unique,
perhaps what brought them here?
perhaps, but I mean,
You
I don't
don't
see
have to tell me
why.
the ingredient, but what do you do that makes it unique?
I can't explain to you the process
Is it a
of why.
physical item?
I
Without
Does it
telling
can't.
us
involve
what it is?
children?
No, no. You see a little shock on his face. No, I mean let's put it this way: specific items are used to produce the wine.
And it
But I
could
can't.
be the druids could be after those items,
Maybe you should give them
perhaps.
those items.
No, because if we give them those items, that's the end of the wine in Barovia.
I can teach you how to make them, maybe.
You don't understand. Wine here can only be done through those items. I mean, there's no sun here, practically no sun. You cannot grow
Oh.
and make wine the same way you would say maybe do from wherever you are from.
Do you think that
Particular what means are required to make wine here in Barovia.
So it is
do you
because
think
of
that
the mist.
Well, it's mostly, I mean, the lack of sun, quite frankly, and yes, the mist, and because of the mist, due to the mist, is one of the reasons why wine here is practically impossible to grow, and the only way to produce rather, and these particular items that I cannot divulge exactly the nature of are required.
do
Now
you
there's a
think
slip
the
here. He
druids
did mention he made a slip here. He mentioned multiple items, right?
multiple items?
Yeah.
Do you think that they are after these items, or do you think they want to stop you from making wine? Do you think it's about this stopping you from making wine, or do you think it's about these specific items, whatever they are?
I mean, I can't. Like I said, I don't. I
Can
can't.
you tell us how you procure these items?
They've been
At the
in my
very
family
least.
for They've been in my family for generations.
And yet, this is the first time the druids have. Does. But you said this is a family secret.
Yes, it was well up until now.
If
Do you think somebody talked about this? Do you think somehow the druids found out and that's why they just now attacked you?
It's quite possible, yes, but this has been a very closely guarded secret for generations.
if it's been
No,
Go ahead.
well, no Barovian knows about our means of producing wine.
So it's just your family members that know.
Well,
If it's been in your family for generations, but there must have been something different this time.
well, I believe the secret was got out finally after all this time. But I don't know why the druids would. I mean, I suppose the item itself would probably be of interest to the druids potentially. It would be interested to anyone really. There is definitely value. These items would be of value to different people for different reasons. But I don't think wine is particularly of concern to them.
Did the items come from a particular lord of the land?
No, the items were not procured from Strahd. The items actually predate Strahd.
Oh, you actually said his name. Okay.
Yeah, we're not in.
Yeah, we're not
We're
in Velaki,
anymore.
so.
We're not in Velaki.
Out
And
here,
Strahd-
they don't care.
Maybe Strahd's sneezing right now, but yeah, you're not. You're not in Velaki, so.
Do you think
Oh
he
my
might have
gosh.
something to do with this? Would he have
If
any interest in those items, do you think?
Strahd?
Strahd, yeah.
Or what about Velakians?
It could be. It could be. All these are valid potential theories, but I can't. I do not know why the druids are doing this. I can only suspect. You would probably know more than I do if you by interrogating the druids yourself.
Do we need to protect these items? Do we need to try to procure them for you if the druids are trying to take them? I don't know why they wouldn't just take the items and leave if that's what they truly wanted.
Because it's hidden. It's hidden in the winery.
That's
Is
probably
that
why
why?
they, they
Yes,
took
your
your
father
father.
is being held.
Exactly. Yes. Now I won't say anything more on these items. I think I've said enough. You'll have to trust me that this is valuable, and the secret. I mean, if my father knew that I said as much as I did, I mean, I'm putting at risk a family secret that has been safeguarded for generations.
So is it worth it to keep that a secret or have your family saved?
Me personally, I would like you to save my father. I think that's what's paramount.
Then you'll have to share a little bit more.
Well, I can't share more on the item, unfortunately, because it's not my right or place to do so.
So
You could,
is your
if you
father
save my father, perhaps he could potentially, being the patriarch of the family, he could maybe divulge more, but I can't.
Do you know where they've taken your father? And do you know where he might
I
be
think
held
he-
in the winery?
I think he said he didn't know, if I remember right.
Sorry,
Is there
repeat
a
the question.
Do you think
No.
you know where he could be? Where they like? Is there a place where it would make sense for them to keep him?
I don't know. I don't know. They're probably searching, scouring the winery. They maybe, I don't know. I don't know. He could be anywhere inside the winery. I don't know exactly where he's being held. It was chaotic. He was right behind us when we escaped, and he just didn't make it out.
Well then.
I don't think Steve whispered me. I thought everybody could see it. He just put the ability.
Wait,
Yeah.
what did
Sorry.
Steve do?
Yeah. It wasn't meant to be a whisper. No, it wasn't meant to.
Okay,
Oh.
I
okay.
was just answering.
Oh, you're just saying
Oh,
excellent.
okay.
Got it.
To, yeah, to the devil's.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay, okay, okay.
Excellent.
I see. Okay. All right.
Do you have any idea of what might be the best way for us to get into the winery?
Oh.
It's hard to say without knowing. It's hard to say without knowing exactly where the forces are stationed.
Are there any potential openings from the roof or the second floor? Like windows?
No.
No
There are windows on the second.
chimney or something?
No, there are. Oh, one sec. I don't want to shoot me myself in the foot here, but I'm there. Do I see chimneys? What is this? Is that a chimney? No, it's not. Okay. No, there's plenty of windows, especially on the second floor. But there are windows all on the first floor as well. There are no chimneys. And so there are multiple points of entries. I just don't know where the forces are stationed inside. I don't know.
Can you ask the birds to look through the windows to see?
The problem
Just
is
outside.
the problem is they as we were running, they specifically told us that if any of the crows went too close, or if they noticed the crows coming too close, they would execute my father. So I have to be careful. I can use the crows, but I can't get them too close.
I look at Ozthar with pleading eyes.
Windows?
You want me to blast them?
Oh god.
No, you have little friend that can turn invisible and can look at windows. That's it. It's
Nigel,
reconnaissance intelligence, you know?
I will request Nigel, my good friend.
Fuck no.
What if we let you play with the druid? Like, take one of its arms or something and fight?
Or their souls.
Finger?
Feed you
A
the
finger?
soul of a druid.
Would you like a druid finger or maybe a toe?
I don't think you understand what it is I value exactly. I'm not
What do you value,
You're right,
friend?
you're right.
Wait, Nigel's out. Nigel's out.
No, I wouldn't. What makes you happy, Nigel?
Not doing reconnaissance in a mansion infested with druids.
We're not asking you to go inside. We're just asking you to look through the windows. You know, tell us where they are exactly.
Yeah, that didn't go too well for me last time, now did it?
That's true. That's true. That's true. You're right. You're right.
Wait,
Well, what would
last
you
time?
like to do? Do you have any suggestions, Nigel?
Well, I did suggest to send the flying bird here, but I mean, that's just me. She can fly just as much as I can, and she flies she's much faster than I am.
She's not as stealthy as you are, though. She's very big and loud.
And loud, very loud.
Yeah, you know, Nigel, you kind of
Unfortunately.
can turn invisible.
Well, I'm willing to use my abilities to guide you forward, but I'm not bridging the mansion by myself.
Would you like me to take you to mansion? I will be with you, but I'll be on the roof. So essentially, you're not alone. I will be with you.
Yeah, except you tend to fly away on your own sometimes.
When have I flown away?
Your trust issues.
You fly away a lot.
In pressing danger, sure. I will save you, I promise that. If I sense any danger, I will get to you and bolt as fast. After I get to you. First.
I sense danger, I'm just gonna bolt myself. Leave you alone, I mean...
Yeah.
I don't need protection, I'm concerned that, despite me being invisible...
I swear on my wine, if that means anything for you.
Alright. I'm willing to do this, provided you lead the way, and I stand firmly behind you. I will go with you.
Alright, that's plan. Let's do it. Shall we?
Okay.
I shall return.
And yes.
Just want to check something real quick.
Oh, I'm gonna need a drink for this.
Alrighty. So, so you're going to fly forward towards the winery.
But I'm gonna be super high first, like all the way up to where the mist.
Super high.
Yeah, where the
So,
mist like
I'm
stops.
high as fuck.
Do you want us to hang back and wait for you to give us intel? Is that what we're going to be doing?
Yes, please wait for us to come back and we have more information.
Word. Okay, cool.
That way we can make, better plan on how to infiltrate the building, the house.
Cool.
So Steve, could you check roll 20 and have me roll? Yeah, I'm gonna need a stealth check from Nigel. He's gonna do this.
Stealthy
And-
times.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I think I know how to do this. 1 second.
Don't fuck it up because.
Yes.
Oh no. After all the convincing it took.
Right,
Okay,
dude? Don't
it's
mess
fine.
us up.
Anytime I've told Steven to make sure not to fuck something up.
I managed to kind of fuck it up, but do you want me to
great.
roll again?
That's the wrong skill, my friend.
That's the wrong kind of skill checks.
Stealth check.
Okay, I was just doing what was written.
So is that a good thing?
Wow, sassy. Assassin?
Oh, hey.
Sassy.
Oh, he's invisible, so he has advantage.
Okay.
Just roll again.
Oh.
Jesus Christ, what's going on here? Okay. Yeah, let's see a second.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Okay.
I'm gonna make my drink available.
I'm gonna do the other one for you, Steve.
Did you check? Because I might have rolled it.
Where is it? What's my search bar?
Crack open the tall person.
Oh, there's my search bar. Okay. So, where's Nigel's sheet? Nigel, named NPC, Nigel. There he is. Okay. Oh, he does have it. Alright. And how much did he roll? Okay. Ooh, damn. Okay, I have to check something.
Ooh.
Fuck me.
Ooh. Oh. Well, I don't like it when you talk to
Close to
yourself.
me.
Like that.
Right?
Oh.
Alright.
Please psych right now.
So,
Please psych.
Sparrow, did you roll a stealth check?
Oh, you didn't ask me to. I
No,
will
sorry,
do
no,
that now.
yeah, do that when you get a chance, yeah.
Oh, but hold on. Get a refresh. Roll 20 real quick.
Sure.
Okay. Stealth.
Mm.
Do I have inspiration? I do.
Dale.
All right, here we go. Oh.
Dale.
Okay. Okay, so, damn it, why can't I find my sound set? What's going on? Sparrow? Oh, Sparrow's not, doesn't have an H at the end of this spa. It's, no.
The end.
Yeah, I haven't played in a while. My bad.
Oh.
We're all a bit rusty.
I was trying to find your sound effects and I couldn't find them. Okay, okay. So you take to the sky, Sparrow, and you start flying, and everybody, as Sparrow flies away, everybody notices that everybody can hear the wings, small wings flapping. They're obviously Nigel's wings flapping, and they seem to be still hovering around Ostel. And Sparrow is flying up. She's going up. She's almost 60 feet ahead, and Nigel's not moving.
Nigel, what the fuck, bro? Go! You agree to this.
I lied.
Damn!
Nigel,
Respect.
I'm giving you a command here.
Oh, snap.
Shit.
Oh shit!
snap.
Nigel's in trouble.
Power of
What the-
Antifa, I command you.
Oh man.
Oh shit!
Daddy's got the commanding voice there.
Very well, master.
Be safe, my baby boy.
So he cannot refuse being a familiar and all. So he flies, and Sparrow, you eventually hear small wings flapping. But they're pretty far behind.
I'm gonna wait for him until he catches up
Okay.
before I move
I mean-
towards the house.
Okay. With his low stealth check that he rolled, you can definitely make out pretty much where he is. He's either he's obnoxiously trying to make noise and to ruin your plan, or out of pure spite, or he's just not on his. He's not at the top of his game right now.
Oh.
So you can make out where he is. Even though he sees you stop, he maintains a very safe distance. He's a good, easily 40 feet away from you.
Oh,
And
okay.
that's seems to be what he's maintaining.
So, I totally forgot to do this. So I'm gonna go back to the party, and then ask Adrian to have the crows like try to camouflage us in the sky, not necessarily all the way down to just fly it around, making it feel like it's just a bunch of crows, basically.
Well, Adrian says I could always I don't have enough crows to cover you physically, but I could always have the crows cause a distraction while you proceed forward.
Okay, sounds good. And then
Okay.
I go back to Nigel, and then we proceed to the house.
Okay. So when you go back to speak to Adrian, Nigel's just like,
I didn't realize it was a bad idea.
and then you go back and he's like,
Ah, fuck, here we go again.
I was just making sure that our stealthiness stays the way. Because you're flying pretty loudly this time. I know where you are.
You can just ride on Sparrow.
This is
Well,
true.
I call- If
What?
I make too much noise if you find that I'm making too much noise for you, I can stay behind,
Oh no, here,
I hold out a hand right in front of him, and I'm like, offering for him to be taken with me.
You can start flying later when we get over there.
Rufus doesn't seem to like Nigel, and he smells Nigel. He doesn't want him to get too close. So
The raider says no.
One moment, Nigel.
I go back to the party and leave. Leave Rufus.
Sparrow just keeps leaving and coming back.
Poor Nigel.
I'm like, wait, one more thing. Take the dog.
So yes, I'll be. I try to comfort Rufus. I tell him I'll be right back. Be a good boy. Okay, and then I go back to Nigel.
Hopefully Rufus doesn't start whining.
And then I do the whole.
Why, yes.
Kiss or something? Okay.
No, I'm done. Yes. This is important mission. I don't want it to mess up, Wine is very important to me.
We're off to a great start. Yeah.
So, ride on
Can
me?
I ask?
Dude,
Can
I
I
love
ask Sparrow-
Nigel tonight.
Can I ask Sparrow when she drops off Rufus if we should leave Rufus with the family?
Oh, I
or
see.
do we
Yes.
need to okay.
Yep.
alright.
Yep. Absolutely.
So I want to
100%.
turn to one of the little ones. I don't remember what their names, but one of the small ones, and ask them if they could help take care of Rufus while we're away.
Okay. Adrian turns toward Martin, and who's one of the smaller children, and he says, Martin comes forward. He says, "I'll watch him, no problem."
How
And
does
I mean,
Rufus react?
Rufus seems to get a good vibe from Martin. Martin seems to be very good with
Aw.
animals. Yeah, he's got like already has a raven on his shoulder, and he's very good with the raven. So
I am going
Yeah.
to pat Martin on the head very gently.
so he smiles and he grabs the dog, and he brings him to the side where the rest of the family is, and Rufus seems content. He seems fine.
Good boy.
No, you just gave them a hostage of their own, right? No pressure now.
Oh, I love Nigel.
Like I said, wine and also Rufus are very important to me. Let's go. On my hand,
happy to see-
please.
I'm happy to see that I made that list.
As in, I'm not on that list. So
Oh, you're on my list, Nigel.
I'm sure you're on Astor's list. You are
Yeah,
his
somewhere
best
under
friend,
me.
I think.
Yes, somewhere under Mendifa. The parent thing.
okay, I gotta stop. I'm having too much fun with Nigel tonight. Okay. All right. So Nigel goes on your shoulder, where you feel a presence on your shoulder because he's invisible, and you can hear him as well. He
Alright.
says, "Well," he says,
Ah, your feathers are quite comfy, actually.
Oh.
I'm glad.
Nice change to my master's bony elbow.
You can rest on my my shoulder whenever you wish.
Oh, let's not, don't take this for granted.
And we go.
"Okay." So you guys fly away. Okay, I just wanted to check something real quick.
Does he have to do another stealth check then? Once he starts flopping his wings?
Well, if he's staying on you, not really. You'll
I
be
mean,
doing
later.
the flapping. Yes, you'll have to do another one. So
With advantage because of the
Adrian-
crows?
Yeah, so this is the thing. Yeah, so Adrian
Yes!
basically what Adrian does is this is particularly strange in the sense because the Mardukov seems to have some form of control over these ravens. I mean, they don't even speak to them. They just basically look at the ravens or they pet them, and they somehow communicate with these creatures very efficiently. And so he basically pets a couple of one raven, and then that raven flies to the sky, and then reaches another group of ravens that are hanging on trees, and they all start to take the sky, and they head to one direction, and they make a ruckus. They make a lot of noise, and that gives you a window of opportunity to basically, maybe move forward with a bit more haste, right? With less concern of any noise you'll be making.
Yep.
So, yeah, and there we go. So you can hear them making noise there. And one second here. Where's that? Okay. So as you proceed forward, I want you to roll me a dexterity stealth check, I guess.
Another one? Okay.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have to do more than one, yeah.
Oh,
And let's have a look here. Approaching the winery.
was that supposed to be with advantage because of the crows or no?
Yes, you do have advantage. So you can re-roll if you only rolled once.
Yes, I did. Just in
you did
case
roll?
it's a nat 20. Oh my god, that was so close.
Rolled right past 20.
21's good though.
Okay, so as you fly over the winery, you actually let's see your passive perception here. Yeah, you do. Yeah, okay. You notice like you notice some of the vines moving, and it's not your typical, like, I know there's wind obviously that can move some of the vines, right? But you do see motion down there on occasion. That's quite odd. You don't hear much though. You don't hear any noise from, because I'm guessing you're pretty high up. How high are you? 50? 50 in the air?
What's the ceiling of the mist?
Oh, I think I put it at 100 last game.
Oh, okay. Let me just go 70 then.
Okay. And you do hear some of these weird screeching sounds. You can actually hear it in the audio. And it's also coming from all these directions below you. Yeah. But I mean, other than that, you don't you don't notice anything following you. You don't seem to attract the attention of anything that is in the vineyard itself, in the row of vines. And roll me a last one, and you should be over to that mansion.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Ooh, what happened here? Okay.
How is that advantageous?
Yeah.
I mean, it's 2 more
But
than
I
the
do
other
have a
rolls,
question
so...
I do have a question for Nigel.
What is it?
Nigel, do you see what I'm seeing? There's like moving vines. It's quite unusual for me to see vines move like that. And the screeching.
Well, I don't think it's unusual after everything we've seen. But yes, I do notice some sort of movement down there. Can't be good. And is one of the reasons why I found that this was a terrible idea.
All right, at least I know I'm not crazy.
Well, you're crazy. But yes,
Okay.
Dude, what is with Nigel tonight?
I'm loving the side of Nigel.
Nigel with a sass. Capital S.
He's always
Nigel has had it.
I mean, how would you feel if you were Osdor's familiar?
I would wish for death. I would pray for it.
Oh my gosh, you have a point.
like, he gets summoned by the spell, and he's like, "Fuck no, I'm staying down here."
No.
Damn it, this asshole again.
I'll stay in the Nine Hills. Much comfier here. All right.
Okay.
So, you eventually reach the mansion, and let's see here.
Am I allowed to use inspiration for that roll or no?
No, you're not.
Okay.
You're not.
All right.
And so what happens is you reach the mansion, and
Can you ready an action called dodge or no dash?
You can't really ready. Well, I mean, I would imagine you would try to run away if something bad happens, but
Yes.
you don't have to ready an action. We're not in combat, so don't worry about
Okay. Okay. Cool.
it. Okay, so where is it? Right. So as you approach this, as you get closer and closer to this building, situated in the midst of the vineyard, the winery is an old 2-story stone building with multiple entrances. Thick ivy covering every wall and iron fencing along its roof line. The trail below ends at an open loading dock on the ground floor. There's also a wooden stable of more recent construction that is attached to the east side of the winery, next to the loading dock. West of the winery is a crumbling well and a wooden outhouse. And when you arrive next, you hear the rustle of dead vines beyond the gate through the mist-shrouded vineyard. You notice these inhuman shapes slithering in the vineyard, their limbs cracking as they trudge forth
Oh my
through the
gosh.
mist and rain. And they appear to be following you now, Sparrow. So they... Well, here's the thing. They're 70 feet in the air, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, no, they're not following you. Forget it. But you do attract the attention of one druid that is right at the entrance. So as you approach and you notice that docking area that I mentioned. As you approach, you notice a figure coming out of the docking area, and you didn't. And he unfortunately notices you despite the distraction of the ravens.
I'm gonna
And
fly
so,
all the way up again.
what does it do? You fly up as high as you can? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So eventually you reach the mist, right? Because at 100 feet, you can easily
Yep.
go to 30 feet. And you hear the figure down there scream something. So unfortunately, he did see you. You don't understand what he says. He just rambles in some form of dialect that you do not recognize or understand. So what
I'm
is it
gonna-
you do?
I'm gonna tell Nigel to get away from me as fast as he can. If he would like to go to the window, that'd be great. But just get away from me, just so he's safe.
I'm heading back to the trio there, man. Good luck.
Thanks, I guess. Yeah, I'm
Hey,
just gonna scale.
My
Okay.
master told me to head to the mansion. That's what I did. Heading back.
Okay, be safe. Oh, be safe. And then I
So what is it you
scale.
do?
Yeah, I scale the mist. Like, actually, you know what? I'm gonna try to at least get my entire body into the mist.
Okay, yeah. You can do that.
You know, to try to hide myself. But
Okay.
enough so I could peer through and see where I'm actually going.
Okay, I'll allow it. Why don't you do me a dexterity stealth check? Because the mist covers you, right? Provides you some form of concealment.
Ooh. Okay. With advantage or no?
Sorry?
With advantage or no?
Yes. No advantage. Just regular
Normal?
stealth check. You
Okay.
you can just do a stealth now. It's still day, right? Ooh, wow, pretty good. Pretty good.
Oh my gosh!
Really
This is
good.
intense! We're not doing anything yet, but it's already intense.
So it's hard to say like what's happening down there. You do know. Well, no, sorry. Yeah, I'll allow you to see. Why don't you do me an active perception check?
Perception. Median.
Okay, so yeah, you can make out that the figure's still there, and he seems to not be budging. What is he doing exactly? You can't tell. But eventually, you can hear him talking pretty loudly, screaming and saying something again in dialect you don't understand, until eventually he seems to turn towards the loading dock and seems to be what you think is talking to someone else. You don't see anybody else, but he definitely is conversing now with somebody else. You try to stay there and stay hidden.
I'm gonna look out for Nigel. Well, I don't see him.
You
So
can't
that's
see
kind
him.
of pointless.
Yeah.
I'm gonna scale the edge of the mist all the way back to the party.
Okay. Okay.
Like
On
above
your
the
way,
party.
as
so.
yeah, gotcha. So you remain in the mist, using the shroud of the mist to conceal your retreat. But on the way, you feel as if your energy is being sapped from your body. Why don't you do me a Constitution saving throw?
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
I'm gonna start gliding
that's
down.
perception.
Like,
He's
you
like,
know,
no.
just keep my wings open, but I'm not flapping them actively to keep me afloat.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
you
but
said
you still have Constitution. Yeah.
Constitution.
Oh
It's Constitution.
my gosh!
Turns
So
out it's not enough.
you take 1 level of exhaustion. As
Can I
the
use
mist,
inspiration?
I was joking.
No. That's fine.
You can use inspiration if you want. Yeah. The mist.
No, it's okay.
The mist seems to be sapping your strength as you stay there.
Yeah, I'm gonna start gliding down as soon as I felt that. Yep.
Okay. So, I try to see how long do you have this. Yeah, no, it stays until you take an extended rest. Unfortunately, yeah. The
Okay.
mist has
I do have slow
basically
fall, so-
saps. Yeah, no, you're not falling. You're not falling.
Okay.
Anything. You feel as if a part of the mist has sucked your life, basically.
Well, it's better than
So-
having the druids, find me and kill me.
Fuck you. Whoops.
But I mean, now you know the potency of the mist of Barovia.
I will report this to the party. Don't be in the mist.
Or they'll stay in the mist very long.
Right. Well, I
Yeah.
tell them everything that's happened so far to me and Nigel, and that Nigel's there.
Okay.
Do you have, and then ask Osthor if he has communication with Nigel.
Yeah, so Nigel, Alstora, before Sparrow comes back, you hear Nigel tell you.
Alright, so the clumsy bird revealed our location, so I'm coming back. We've found a place, a few access points. There's a loading dock, a front door, a couple of windows. I didn't really get a look around the building. I hope that answers or provides you enough information.
Hey, Nigel.
I thought he was gonna look for the father, but okay.
And so, and after a little while, not much actually, not very long after that, Sparrow comes back down, flies back down, and Sparrow, you're with the rest of the party now.
Okay, tell them everything that happened. Also, the druid, dude. Can I try to tell them? Oh wait, never mind. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna try to tell them what I heard him speak, the druid, to see if they know the language somehow for some reason.
Do you want to try to recant specific words or that he said? The druid?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you can't. You don't understand the language. You wouldn't be able to. It's not like he repeated something multiple times, right?
Right.
It's just like if you heard anybody talking, you can't make sense of the language.
What if I try to, use sounds like he said something like rah, 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 rah.
Yeah. Well,
I
yeah,
don't
no, I'm
think-
not.
You know
I
what?
won't allow that.
Let her do it just so we can make fun of the bird.
Oh my god.
I mean, I'm sure Nigel heard it too.
I see Sparrow going off, and I'm like, man, Nigel, I didn't think you'd be the one to return with legible legible intel.
let's play this out. It's gonna be funny. Okay, go ahead, Sparrow. You can try to. Why don't you roll me a? Oh my god! And then it's gotta have to be an intelligence check, right, to remember information or a language that you heard for the first time. So
Straight up
roll me an
intelligence?
intelligence check. Yeah, straight up.
Okay. It's not bad.
Oh lord. Yeah. All right, we're doing this. Okay, so go ahead. You can recount some sounds of Although I did not give you anything to work with. So actually, you know what? Here, I can do something for you.
Yes,
I will
please.
help you out.
Oh god.
I will.
Okay.
I will help you out. I will help you out here.
Would you like
Just
to
me
go to a
just-
different channel?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Oh,
Sirenscape. Sirenscape's got you covered.
Oh dear.
Let's have to.
This will be
Let's just have to
interesting.
find it. Where is that sound effect? F. Too many sound effects. True. Oh, there we go. You hear this? What's that?
Bro.
Sorry, I don't. Oh, maybe a wrong sound effect. Give me a sec. Oh, there we go. My bad. Wrong sound effect. This one. All yours, Sparrow. I'll play it again if you want. I think it's singing the same.
Oh, that's different.
That's definitely different.
One sec. Here, I think I can choose which one I want to play.
Okay.
Ooh, Druid Ward 1, Druid Ward 2. I got 8 versions of it. Okay, so let's go with number 6, because...
Okay. Okay.
He's got
okay.
this.
Okay. Okay.
What do you tell the party? What do you tell the party?
All right.
So, anyone who has like druid knowledge, can anyone tell me, or if you do have it, but I'm gonna try. He said something like, "Mach min flam rosa."
Oh boy, she really is crazy. Drunken bird, what do you expect?
Do any of us pick up on anything that's Sparrow says?
Intelligence check.
I hope you realize, Master, I'm quite lucky to be alive at this moment.
I just want to pat Sparrow on the back.
I thought
Shaking
you.
my head.
This is me not in the game, but you know, like, I thought you were you knew something about druids, but
Me?
didn't you roll high earlier?
I did, but I
Oh.
don't think that
Oh, no.
means I speak Druidish.
All right.
Now we know what happens when we stay in the mist too long. You go insane.
So unfortunately, even though it did good job, by the way, good job on the dialect.
Yeah,
but
thanks.
Yeah.
I tried.
You did good. It just doesn't.
He was never gonna give you the win.
Yeah.
No.
It doesn't
Well-
mean anything to us.
the problem is that exactly, it doesn't mean anything to the player, to any of you guys, and also Adrian doesn't recognize. None of the Mardikovs actually recognize the dialect either. So
Well, that's very unfortunate. Ooh, what about your god? Or wait,
Patron?
yes, your patron.
Tifa? I don't. What? What about her?
No, not you. Astor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mendifa. She's a water celestial being. I don't think she is.
Never
These are
of
plant
bad to ask.
druids.
No. They also need water, don't they?
She's got a point.
I mean,
I will raise my arms and call out to Mendifa.
but we
to see
we
if
also
she-
don't want to. We don't want to attract any attention. I
Well,
don't know what
I'm not yelling.
communicating.
I'm not yelling this.
Okay.
Yeah,
No hooting or
it's too
hollering.
late for that, Stalker. It's a little too late.
Oh my gosh.
All this hooting is going to lead to hollering.
Hooteration leads to holleration.
All those hollering gonna end up being a murdering.
I'm so ashamed right now. I'm just happy I'm the only one who can turn invisible.
First session of the year, guys.
Sorry, this is Nigel's night.
Oh god. Okay, so you really implore Mandifa for information on
Yes.
this dialect? Oh boy, you're using your ability to no. Okay. You dare wake me for this? No, well, unfortunately you can't. This is a funny thing though. Why don't you do a Arcana check for me?
All
I
right.
don't think you did this many times. Try to communicate with Mandifa.
I have, and I've usually rolled low. And it's usually
Really?
been by water.
And the trend repeats.
Oh
Well,
gosh. It
Guys,
is
I haven't
raining,
rolled
so-
high at all. At all. I don't think I've gotten over a 10.
Well, I don't remember if what I described last time, but I would describe this right now. It's so you feel as if when you try to communicate, the normal sense that you have a connection with her seems to be weakened somehow. Best way I can describe it is as if the person was further away. I mean, obviously she is far away, but I mean, spiritually you feel much further away, disconnected. Not completely, but somehow much more disconnected from her than usual. So, yeah. There's something that's severing or that's interfering with your connection, your spiritual connection that you share. Mm-hmm. But so unfortunately you don't get an answer. So what is it you guys do now? You definitely have alerted the druids to your presence. Well, I mean, not really. Sparrow has alerted her presence to the druid. What is it you do with this now? Nothing has seemed to have changed at the from the vineyard activity. So that's interesting. And actually, maybe anybody who's trained. Actually, no. The only person who could roll this is Sparrow. Sparrow, you can roll me either an Arcana intelligence check or a nature check. No, actually, no, not. Fuck that.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. It's okay. You
Roll-
can disregard that.
No. Yeah, roll me an insight check. Actually, that's probably the better, the more. Yeah.
Insight, okay.
Yes. Okay. So here's what's interesting, right? Despite all the noise you made, right? You did alert obviously the humanoid that saw you, right? But you didn't seem to have alerted neither on your way during the humanoids screaming and alert. You didn't notice that it had affected the creatures that were swarming the vineyard. They were acting the same. They weren't necessarily attracted to you.
I'm gonna I'm gonna speak to the party.
Okay.
I have an observation. I would like to test it, so I
okay.
volunteer as tribute to Distraction Party. If
What
You
do
want-
you test? What's your theory?
while I was on my way back, I did not notice any change in the activities of the weird wood creatures things that I told you about. The one that were crawling on the vines, you know what I'm saying?
Do you think they don't care about us? Like, do you think
Well,
they
at least
don't...
me. Maybe.
Actually, anybody who earlier rolled pretty high on either their nature or Arcana checks, I think it's anybody but Steve, Could re-roll? Could re-roll the same same skill check to get
Okay.
maybe
I did
get
it
some
make
information.
Sure.
Okay, not Sakura.
Yeah.
Ooh, maybe Talia. And I think we've got. And has. I mean, has Ezio been rolling? I haven't seen rolls by Ezio.
I don't think
I don't remember seeing.
I don't think you had a roll from it, too.
No,
Is,
I don't see
is
one.
Doug there?
Oh wait, there is Arcana. No, that was
Oh,
in
you did
December.
roll an Arcana.
Just kidding.
Oh, okay. Do you want to roll? Did you roll? You didn't roll.
Didn't know there was anything to roll for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, you can roll. Why don't you roll me a? Yeah, either an Arcana or a Nature check, whichever is highest, I guess, for you.
That's easy.
Oh fuck. Okay.
God damn.
Nice. Nice.
Damn.
Comes in easy.
He just. Nice.
Jesus. Yeah, that's almost a godlike roll. Okay, so that is also, I mean, makes sense because
Just lurking in the background, and I just do that when I'm needed.
exactly.
And you don't tell us anything.
Ezio's the guy that doesn't talk much. When he talks, it's important. So Ezio, you being actually, now that you think about, after hearing everybody's theory about these wooden creatures and these talking about the druids and all that, you get a sense that these creatures may have been obviously properly either created or controlled by the druids, and because there's some form of they're basically animated forms of various twigs, various dead leaves or shrubs or whatever you can find in nature, right? They don't have a sense. They don't have normal senses as normal creatures do. They probably can sense things around them. They probably just can't hear. They probably sense things more that have to do with vibrations or things like that. So that means two things. Being not making any noise around them won't have much impact, but they must have a fairly limited range of they can detect things. So if Sparrow was able, despite all the commotion she caused when she was approaching and running away from the vineyard, the winery rather, the fact that she didn't alert these creatures probably because she was too far away from their range of perception. So there seems to be some range and distance that is safe to maintain to not be detected by these creatures. Now, what that range is anybody's guess, and you don't even know that. But there could be a safe distance that you guys can maintain to not even attract the attention of these creatures, potentially.
Okay. I shall share that information with the party
Okay.
to maintain as much distance as we can. We might not disturb these creatures.
Problem is, if you don't know how many of these creatures there are, and they're probably very good at, I mean, they're probably hiding throughout the vine, the rows of vines, right? So it's going to be hard to notice all of them. So you could maybe maintain distance from one of them, but you could also, without knowing, getting closer to another one that's hidden somewhere else, right? So it's going to be hard, but it's possible with enough. I mean, proper investigation and trying to be as alert as possible. You could maybe navigate through the vines without alerting these creatures, possibly. But you'd have to investigate the vines. You'll have to probably investigate, approach the vine rows or the edge of the vine rows, and maybe try to find a path where you don't see any of these creatures, or you don't notice any of them close. Maybe there's a path you can find, but you'll probably have to get closer to the vineyard and investigate that. Right.
Oh boy.
I go
Does that
back
make
to my
sense?
proposal. that I will be
A what?
tribute for distraction. Or try to. So I'm gonna try fly close to the ground, closer to them, see if I can lure them away.
Okay. So let's see what that does here.
I
Okay.
will fly 15 feet off the ground and try to clear as much in your path. Play zigzag as
Okay.
fast as I can. What do you think, party?
I support that. Wondering if it would be better if, like, I created a bonfire off in the distance that maybe drew them?
If they are alerted by distance, I don't think they will be alerted by your bonfire.
Well, if it's threatening to burn the forest, they may rush over.
I don't think they're
But
sentient like that.
That might make them angry.
Actually, Ezio, with the high roll you rolled for these creatures, you believe that, given their woodland nature, they probably do not appreciate fire at all. Odds are they will avoid fire.
Oh my.
Right. No.
Fire bad.
Well, being being shrubs and dead leaves and branches, I don't think fire works really well.
Yeah. We don't want to, burn the winery down either.
I cast Major Illusion on myself to make it look like I'm covered in fire.
You're going to attract the druids that way.
Yeah, but they're not gonna fight a guy on fire.
I mean,
They aren't woodland creatures. They're people.
The druids will definitely fight you. Maybe not the twigs, but the
Anyway, let's
druids,
just see
yes.
where this goes.
I think I'm gonna need more wine.
It sounds crazy enough that it might just work.
Can he make himself look like one of those twig blights that's on fire?
I mean, yeah, major illusion you can appear as whatever you want.
So he doesn't look like a person on fire, but he just looks like one of the... Or
just be a blight and then walk through the blight.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay, so major illusion creates an illusion. It doesn't make you an illusion. It creates a separate illusion from you.
Could you disguise self
that's right.
as a twig creature?
So disguise self, I don't think it doesn't change. It changes your appearance as long as I think you remain the same size.
You just walked like a giant blight.
Okay, so it's an Oz-Thor size shrub creature.
Yeah.
Oh my
I just
gosh.
want to see if these things are.
Could... Did you see one of the druids, Sparrow? Did you, see what they
Yes.
look like?
I mean, that is
What
how
if-
I got
what if-
there.
What if
What?
Ozthor
He will not pass off a
disguised
druid.
himself?
They will not. That is a given. They will know.
Yeah, but would the blights know? Could he maybe try to command the blights as a fake druid? I wonder.
I'm sure they're connected to the druids somehow, but not like
He
that.
has any
Yeah.
nature magic to command them.
Yeah, probably not.
I'm going to test my theory. I will be right back.
And then I fly off
You,
to
you
the
fly
other
off? Okay.
side of the vineyard. Like, I'll circle. I'll just go around as as close as I can, but also as far as I can, and to the other side, and then fly 15 feet above anything that I think looks like a blight, or anything that moves like a blight.
you do actively try to reach and to get closer to the blights and attract their attention.
I'm gonna start
try-
at 20
you-
feet, but yeah.
Okay.
But
Okay.
on the opposite side of the vineyard, so obviously not near the party.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the party basically is.
Oh, far from the vineyard?
Well, I mean, far. I mean, you guys are basically like what 50 feet away from when the vineyard starts, and then there's 200 feet of vineyard, and then there's the mansion. So, and the vineyard, there's 200 feet of vineyard that surrounds the whole mansion, right? But the path that goes from north to south that you guys took, you're right now you're at the you're you're heading south towards the vineyard, and
Oh,
so
okay. I
and the
guess I go
party.
west, 100
Do you
feet
want to go west 100 feet? Okay, that
or
sounds good.
150. You know what? Yeah, 100 feet, and then test it, starting with
Okay.
20 feet up in there.
Okay. And then they have. I want to see which kinds are there.
Actually, let me test. So if I was already at 70 feet, then 60 feet, and then just keep going closer until I get a reaction.
Okay. Just need to check something real quick. Needle. Okay, I see. Holy moly. Okay. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open this. I need these guys. I need these guys. I got Nigel just in case. Okay. All right. So you start. So you head west. You take to the air, not too high, 20 feet from the ground. You head west, and as you start hovering over the rows of vines, within very little time, actually, actually, I just want to see how easy they are to see.
From 70 feet, or did you just go straight
To
to 20?
20.
Oh, 20. Okay.
No, you're 20 feet high. Yeah, right. Okay.
I
20
was gonna
feet.
start from 60 going down.
Yeah. These are needle ones. Okay. So here's the thing. There seems to be. Some of these you definitely do see movement. Very shortly after you start flying over the vineyard. But there are some things that catch you totally by surprise. There's like eventually you just fly up above a mass of like dead twigs and all that, and as soon as you fly over them, they start moving and they start following you. Obviously, they can't keep up with you. But there are other types of like a combination of these various like, let's say, they are made of what? They are made of. What are they made of? These things. Twig. Yeah, but then you notice some like these hunched humanoid type creatures that rise, and those creatures you can see them. You can definitely notice them. Like if they were laying on the floor, but then they rise up and seem to be, they look like horrid plants whose conifer-like needles they grow across their bodies in quivering clumps.
Ooh.
And those will lash out at you. So I'm gonna roll a d3 here. And
Are they tall
Sorry,
enough?
I got disconnected. Can you repeat the last thing that you just said?
well, there's two types of creatures that seem to be hiding in the vineyard that Sparrow has noticed.
Mm-hmm.
One seem to be like these lumps of various twigs and leftover pieces of wood and shrub and things like that. Those are almost indistinguishable from the rest of the vegetation unless they move. If they stand there, you can't even tell they're there. And they react to Sparrow's passage because she's 20 feet away, just above the vineyard. So when she passes over these, they start moving and they start following her. She can definitely notice and hear them ruffling and moving. But there's other creatures that she definitely does notice that don't seem to be concealed as well. But when they notice her, they just stand up and they look like these humanoid, hunched up, plant-like creatures. They have needle growths that cover their whole body in like these various clumps. And these try to lash out at you. And so I'll have just one attack from maybe a few of them because they do have ranged attacks.
Oh,
So that's
well.
what we're going to use on you.
Okay.
And so, but I'll allow you to, reassess and change your approach right afterwards. So I'm gonna play
Okay.
this real quick because they're attacking you.
Oh my
And
god.
so,
Sounds like Lord of the Rings when those tree people started throwing stuff.
Oh yeah.
you did not compare me to Lord of the Rings. You did not.
not
Just because of
Rings
that-
Power.
Oh, no, oh, okay, good.
Yes.
Because I was gonna
Not
say I was gonna
Rings
roll
of
with
Power.
the.
I was talking
I was
about
gonna roll.
I'm
Which
just throwing
movie was
this in.
that?
I'm just throwing
I
this
was-
in the Cursed Strahd channel, but I can't stop thinking about these plant monsters from Resident Evil 2 now.
Okay, so
Oh
there's two
damn.
of them.
Oh.
There's two of them that attack you.
Oh Jesus fuck.
Oh my gosh, yo.
Oh god.
I'm terrified.
It's
Okay,
screeching from them.
so needles, ranged weapon attack.
Oh my god.
30. Yeah, they have 30 feet, or you can even throw them further.
30 feet.
Okay, so here
Okay.
goes. 30 feet. Okay, so
Who's grunting? Is that me? Oh,
Who we lose?
Hero. Yep, we lost Hero.
hello.
Oh,
He's
there
back.
he is.
Hello.
Okay, my voice mod kind of screwed up with my mic and it disconnected. I'm back. Sorry. Everybody can hear the sound effects good?
Oh yeah.
Okay, perfect.
I hear
Okay.
grunting too. I'm not sure if that's me.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to be all of yous, but since you're just the only one, yeah, it's supposed to be people you running towards the.
Sparrow excessively grunting.
Exactly. So the first one misses you. You dodge a bunch of needles that, like, basically one of these creatures that stands up, they
Plants
throw,
versus zombies.
they fire these needles at you, and you avoid them. The second one does the same, tries to throw these needles at you. Ooh, does this hit you? It's your EC again.
Ouch.
Yeah, I don't see your character sheet here. I don't think 16 hits, right? Doesn't they?
What's
16
oh, wait.
misses. AC.
Yeah, I got 17.
Okay, misses. Okay,
Yeah.
so you avoid the
Hi,
last
Magile.
series of needles. You just basically veer to the left just in time to avoid those as well. And now you can react. What is it that you do?
Oh, I fly away from the vineyard outside, like actively outward. So if I went west, I'm gonna go north, 20 feet.
Okay, so back from where? From back
Up and away.
towards. You move away back away from the vineyard.
Yes,
Okay.
away from the vineyard. Yes,
Okay,
just
perfect.
20
so you
feet.
do that.
See if they'll follow me.
Okay. And I mean, they do. They follow you.
Oh, well, I go up 20 feet high in the air, so I'm 40 feet off the ground now.
Okay. Yep, they do. And these things will fire at you again. I'm just going to see how many now are present. 1d3.
I am 40 feet, so hopefully they'll miss.
So now there's still, another two.
Oh my gosh.
And these.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them.
But with
I'm just
disadvantage.
gonna
this one.
keep going 10 more feet up, so I'm at 50 feet up now. 20 feet away from the edge of the vineyard. So 20 feet north, but 50 feet up in the air.
Okay. So they seem to continue to follow you, even though you're 50 feet in the air. But I mean, you hear more needles being thrown at you, but you avoid them with no problem, actually, with relative ease.
Okay.
And as you continue to fly up, though, you do notice that they continue to converge in your direction. So you're being hunted by these things. They seem to be continuing to following you.
I look at the vineyard. What do I see? Like more twigs coming my way, or?
You definitely see more activity now in the area, the western area of the vineyard. So, I mean, you're causing a chain reaction, right? So there definitely is more activity, movement coming towards you. Yes.
Can I tell that I'm taking away the eastern part of the vineyard too?
And you don't know. You don't know how many of these things there are.
No.
You can't see. You can't tell. But you do have quite a bit of activity coming your way. So.
I'm gonna go halfway to the party. So, no. I'm gonna be 50 feet away from the party, so I go east. And then try to see if I'm taking the eastern part of the vineyard too.
Okay. I'm going to increase the numbers now because you have quite a bit of few that are converging on your position.
Okay,
So,
I'm gonna lure them to the west.
How high are you?
I'm still
remaining
50
feet?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. And so I'll do one last roll here, and then it's going to be the rest of the party to see what they do, because you're kind of drawing attention. The whole point of this is that they do something, right? While you're doing this.
Right.
Okay, so there's more of them now. Let's see, there's 5 of them. Okay.
Oh.
So
wow.
5 of them will be firing at you. So first one
Yeah, I go back
misses.
west slowly.
Second one misses. Third one misses. Fourth one misses, and the last one misses. Wow. Funny.
Yay!
Yeah, so you hear all these needles being thrown. You can hear the needles piercing the wind. Like you can hear them whistling as they desperately try to hit you, and you can hear them, some of them like hitting nearby trees and things like that. But you are fine. So in the meantime, the rest of the party hears like a lot of commotion in the western area of the vineyard. You hear these shrieking creatures from further away. What is it that you guys now do?
Well, if she's drawing them away, then maybe we should go in the opposite direction that we should go in the direction that she's leading them away from.
So you're gonna go east. Because I'm going west.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So much for being stealthy, right? This ain't a stealth mission for a drunk monk.
That's funny because there's 2 parts of this like skill challenge that you investigate to see like what you're facing, and I mean, Sparrow kind of did that, but she failed. So the stealth check. So there you go, and she was the only one doing it. So that's the only failure or success you could gain. And then you've got the stealth approach, which you guys totally failed because nobody did it. And then now you're at the 3rd part of this skill challenge, and now you can start gaining some successes for the first time. So let's see how this goes. But so far 2 failures. This is not going good. Oh, there we go.
Wait, how many failures can we have?
You don't know how. You don't know.
My
You don't
God.
know. That's the thing.
We don't know.
Hey, on the bright side, Paul did say we would finish this campaign this year.
Sure. If we survive this vineyard. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
you could finish it tonight too, right? As in you die. Okay, so
should we go ahead and use
We
her
should.
cover?
We should probably get going.
Yeah.
okay, so how is it that you guys want? So you guys, I guess, are gonna try to run towards the vineyard, the mansion, or the winery rather. What is it that you guys do?
Yes. We're gonna check. So she's flying off to the west.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Drawing them away from the east side of the vineyard.
So let's move east until we don't detect any movement, and then slip through the vineyards.
Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go through each and one of you, and you tell me what it is exactly that you want to do. So do you guys want to just run? You want to stealthily pass? Or you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'll read this to you guys. Yeah, okay. So as you start approaching, as you enter the vineyard, because I guess everybody's entering the vineyard now, right? Okay. You can kind of hear the rustle of dead vines all around you. It's further away because Sparrow has drawn most of them away from you, but you still do hear some further away. You hear these inhuman shapes and you see them also emerging from the vineyard. Their torn, covered limbs crackling as they drudge forth through the mist and rain. Then you notice there's 1 dozen, 2 dozen, and there's so many that you can't even count.
Oh
Luckily, they are far away. But fighting here would be, I mean, it is an option, but is it the smart option?
Yeah, we don't wanna,
so you can.
We don't want to fight these.
You can either
Probably
flee
not
from
a
the scene.
smart option.
You can either flee from the scene, or you can make a dash for the winery, if you will. So
I say make a dash.
Make a dash?
Yeah.
Okay.
Run!
Sparrow won't let us leave without the wine.
my spirit will haunt you all.
Okay. So you guys make the dash. You tear your way through the vines, making a beeline for the building at the center of the yard. Above you, a pair of ravens squawk and caw as they circle in the air. So it seems like Adrian has provided you some assistance with his ravens. All around you, you can see dark shapes rising between the vines and fence posts. There are needle-covered forms lunching towards you. What do you do? So now, how are you guys going to avoid detection from these creatures? Think about your skills, your abilities. I'm going to start with Ostor.
I could cast darkness on us. Maybe
Yeah,
that
so
would
where you're
just
going.
be able to. Well, if we have a straight shot, we could.
Well, straight shot, yeah, but you're walking through vines and vines and vines, right? Your straight shot is, yeah, it's not. It's like there's a road there, right? It's just vineyards.
Yeah.
Has anyone seen what's it called? The ruins? Or the ruin?
Yes. Yeah, the ruins. Yeah.
You
Yeah,
remember that? Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna imagine if
I read
you
the
guys get
book
caught.
too.
Oh
The
my
book is
goodness.
even more fucked up. Ooh.
Oh, I'm gonna have to read that then.
Yeah, it's really good.
Want me to circle back to you later, Steve?
Yeah,
You wanna
go
think
ahead.
about it? Okay, so who else wants to go? Any player? What are you doing?
I mean, really the only thing I got going for me is my athletics. 'Cause I mean, I think stealth is out of the question at this point.
No, not necessarily, because
No?
these creatures are moving towards you, but they haven't, I mean, they're further away, right? So they haven't seen you. Thanks to Sparrow, these creatures are converging towards you.
To me. Oh,
But I
wait.
mean, well, some of them are converging now towards the party because they were running towards the mansion. But now you hear them coming, so you have to decide how you want to react. Do you
Okay.
wanna-
Does
yeah.
stealth imply slowness, or can you like run and stealth? Does that change
Nope.
the degree of difficulty? Like, can I try to run but also be stealthy?
Yeah, you can.
With your
You can,
stomping
you can.
feet.
Boom, boom, boom.
There's nothing, according to the rules, there's nothing that prevents you from running. It won't be as fast as if you just sprinted towards the mansion, of course. But yeah, you don't have to be like in this perpetual crouch and you're like moving really slow. No.
Yeah.
Think about it
okay.
as you're trying to carefully watch where you jump, where you walk, where you step, while also trying to take advantage of cover and things like that. So
I
that can be
am
stealth.
also proficient in nature.
Okay.
Could I try to use my knowledge of nature to like know like okay where I can step that will be like, oh, those leaves are super crunchy, so I should avoid those leaves, like that kind of thing?
I definitely believe that's a great idea. Yes.
Okay. So what do I need to roll?
A wisdom nature check.
With advantage because of my distraction.
Nature intelligence, you
Okay.
mean?
Now, what I did with you, though, because of your distraction, Sparrow, I'm reducing the difficulty check of any skill check that the party makes here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nature is intelligence. Is that what you wanted me to do?
Just hit nature.
Oh, you're
right?
right. No, it's a. Oh, sorry. It's a. No, you're right. It's an intelligence nature check. My bad.
Okay.
Yeah. My bad.
Okay.
Haven't played in a few weeks.
It's kind of good.
Remember, if you guys have inspiration, you have got inspiration.
Oh, that's
I do
not
not
good.
anymore.
I don't. Okay,
I
so
no
that's your
longer
roll.
have inspiration.
Okay.
My role. That is indeed my role.
So, with your, so you're able to, it's not easy, but given that it's day and all that, you're able to identify where some of these blights are on the ground, and so you successfully pass that information along to the rest of the party to avoid certain areas and maybe go in this direction or to follow you because you can see, you can notice where they're actually at from the ground.
Nice.
You can see where some of them are. So good job. There we go. And we got a success on the board, people. That's
Wow!
awesome.
Nice.
Wow!
Very nice.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah! Whew.
All right, so now we are at whom now? Who else wants to go now? Next.
I mean, the only thing I can think of is make a stealthy beeline towards that building.
What
Yeah,
I
that's-
will go ahead and do is cast darkness on Greg, the wolf ball, and allow some teammates to use my cover.
Okay.
You're like, well, how are you gonna guide? I'm going to hold on to Nigel, and he's going to guide us.
You can, if you can see me, you could just go where I'm going. Oh wait, no, darkness means you can't see out, right?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah,
If we have rope, we can stay close knit. We can just follow where Nigel leads us.
I mean, Sakura is already successful in avoiding the blight.
Yeah.
Just
There's-
remember.
I mean,
roll me. Yeah. Before. Okay. So Ostor, roll me an intelligence check first.
Okay.
No, he means Steven, not Oscar.
That's mean.
Sorry.
I mean, I was gonna be sassy. I was gonna get sassy with Nigel again, but I'm gonna save Ostor the humiliation.
I
Let him
rolled an 18.
Fuck! Look at this guy. Okay.
Oh,
So
damn. Okay.
you remember as you were thinking about using darkness, right? You realized that but Ezio just told us that they detect vibrations out to a certain distance. Therefore, it doesn't matter if you're surrounded and shrouded in darkness or not. It doesn't matter to them. These creatures do not rely on sight.
Oh.
So
You know what?
darkness will only impede the party here. It won't help
Yeah.
you.
I've got an idea. What I can do is
Make everyone shit themselves.
You're on the right track.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Jesus.
I have thaumaturgy. I can cast Thaumaturgy to create harmless tremors in the ground for 1 minute. And that's up to 30
Okay.
feet.
Okay, so you want to like create a distraction of a tremor further away?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so you can cast a spell. You have to make it believable, so you have to roll an Arcana check. The D plus a bonus equal to the spell level, so that's a cantrip. So just roll an Arcana check.
Arcana. 12.
It's the DC here. Okay, so you do that. You cast Thaumaturgy away, and you make the ground shiver further away, obviously from the path that you guys are taking. So that's good. Probably shouldn't be telling you guys if you have success or failures. Okay, so, but okay, so result is noted, and then after that, great idea by the way. Who else is up? You got. Still have Sakura, Ezio, and Talia to go.
Hey, I already did mine.
You did. My bad. You did. Yes, the nature check. I'm sorry. So we have Ezio, Talia. I think that's it. Yeah.
I feel like all
Your girl, you're
really
stealthy.
Yes, we
You
make
be
it
stealthy,
stealthy
girl.
beeline. We make a stealthy beeline. We got the natural knowledge. We have a distraction in place with vibrations. Let's just stealthily book it.
You can do it, girl. I got faith in you.
I don't know. I'm thinking about just booking it without the stealth.
Well, you can be stealthy or you can try to be stealthy and still run.
Alright.
Or you've got an interesting spell that I know you have. So you have a spell that's called Disguise Self that you can use once per day, I think. Let me go have a look here. So you could use the idea that was floated in earlier that you could maybe try to appear as one of the needle blights or the one of these blights, right? It's an illusion. You don't really take the shape of a blight. You just, on the surface, you appear like one. If somebody was to touch you, they would notice that you are not a blight. They would notice that you are who you are, but visually you would look like one. So that's a spell that you could cast. That could be an option if you just want to casually walk while appearing like a blight. You know what I mean? And if you want to know,
I do like the sound of that. I'm here now, looking at it.
You see the spell? Okay, perfect. Yeah, it's a cool spell. It's a cool spell.
I'll take your word for it.
I think it works. I just want to read it myself, including the clothing. Yeah, you make yourself, including your clothing, your armor, your weapons, and other belongings on your person, look different until the spell ends. The spell lasts an hour. It doesn't require concentration, but it's pretty good. You can seem 1 foot shorter or taller. Yeah, okay, that's the only difference. You can't change your body type. You must adopt a form that has the same basic arrangements of limbs. Yeah. Okay. So you would have to look. You'd have to take the
plant things. Yeah, the plant zombies things, whatever.
Yeah.
The humanoid-looking ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
They're throwing
he could.
thorns at me.
Yeah, he could look like a needle blight. He wouldn't be able to look like a twig blight, but a needle blight, yes. Yeah.
Is that recommended?
Yep, I think it works. You'll just have to roll.
You think it works?
Well,
I mean, there's only one way to find out.
That wasn't a guarantee.
Well, I don't
No,
think
it's not
you
a-
can give you guarantees,
No. Nope, this is D&D. You gotta roll. You gotta roll dices. So
Fine,
yeah,
what,
you
do
can.
what do I gotta roll? What? Go on.
So since you're casting a spell, you're gonna be rolling an Arcana check. We'll just add the level of the spell to your total. So right now you're casting a first level spell, so add 1 to your total.
All right. So there's that. +1,
Yes.
right?
+1. Ooh, wow, what a roll. That's pretty good.
2 for
Fuck,
2.
so-
Would you look at that?
So 23 total. Wow, plus the level of spell. That's pretty good. Okay. Yeah, so you cast Disguise Self on yourself, and all of you notice that Ezio takes the form of a monstrous, needle-infested, humanoid-looking blight that just walks, but you also try to mimic the movement. Like you move in a very robotic but twitchy way. I'm not sure how to explain this. It's like those clickers and what's that game again?
Last of Us.
Yeah, exactly. You know how they move? They move like in these.
Mm-hmm.
They don't move in a They don't move in a fluid manner, like in like a twitchy manner. So that's actually, yeah, that's basically how you move. And you don't seem. I mean, you notice blights that completely ignore your presence, and they keep searching for your other party mates. So it seems to have worked. So good job. Just make sure to remove that spell. And notice that make note somewhere, it lasts an hour. Okay? So you could look like a twig blight for an hour. That's pretty cool. So I'll let you note that somewhere. So good job. And then after that, who are we left with? I think we're left with Talia, right?
I feel like I kind of just cut in front of her.
Sorry, what'd you say?
I feel like I just kind of cut in front of her, like she about to take her turn, and then I just
Don't worry
kind
about
of
it.
went for
Don't worry
it.
about it. I mean, Steve did the same thing. Talia's used to it. So don't worry about it. This is
like that.
at the end of the day, all this is happening at the same time. It doesn't really matter who goes first. Okay, so Talia does a stealth check, I think. And she's like, "Can I fucking do my stealth check now, please?"
I was just saying, I kind of wanted to just book it to the place stealthily. Let's stealthily book it.
All right, so roll a dexterity stealth check.
There you are.
Yeah, you roll high. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Okay. Well, this is the rogue with expertise in stealth. Why am I
Kind of.
surprised?
If I'm not rolling high in stealth, we fucked up.
Yeah. Most rogues tend to do very well in skill challenges. Jeez, I wonder why. Except bards that maybe are better.
It's not like I have a shit ton of proficiencies or something.
Exactly. Okay, so yeah, you stealthily navigate the vineyard, especially thanks to Sakura's directions, right? That is able to spot the actual twig blights on the ground rather. You're able to, not inadvertently use a live twig blight as a form of cover, and so you succeed in approaching the vineyard, the winery, stealthily. So very good job, guys. Everybody did pretty well on this one. Okay, now we have to go back to Sparrow. Unfortunately, Sparrow, what is you continue doing? You continue this diversion?
Yeah. But I'm gonna keep going west, away from, the party, and try to circle around, gather more of them blights as much as I can.
And just to tell you, like, mechanically what the payoff is here, okay, because you're being swarmed and attacked, so I just want to let you know that what is the benefit to the rest of the team here for you doing this, okay? Obviously, I mean, thematically you're drawing. We know you're drawing attention, but what does that mean in game for the skill challenge here? Unfortunately, because you are not attempting to avoid detection, automatically you're causing one failure. But, I mean, that failure provides a reduced difficulty check on all the skill checks that the rest of your party will be doing until you, as long as you continue with this diversion. Okay.
Sometimes failure is necessary.
So one party member fails, but I mean, still, it does provide. Right now, you're keeping the rest of your party members. You're helping them not get swarmed and cut off by who knows how many of these blights, right?
Right.
So, there is value to you doing this, but unfortunately, because you are, you're trying to bait them, I will have to attack you. So in every round that you do this, there's more and more of these things that are going to be attacking you.
Alright.
Okay.
I'm now 60 feet up in there. But
feet,
still
okay.
20 feet away from the vineyard.
Okay.
So 20 feet north, 60 up. Going west.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so you are still in range. They seem to be having a hard time hitting you. And the other ones that are able to attack you are really the needle blights. So they're going to continue fire. I'm just going to roll how many needle blights you have now. So now we're rolling 3d4.
Oh my gosh.
And so a D4 extra every round.
Oh,
9
no.
of them now. 9 of them. Okay.
Jesus.
You're welcome.
So neither one. Thank God they're rolling with disadvantage though, because you're high up, you're far away. So first attack is going to be a miss. Then number 2,
Good luck, Sparrow.
Thanks.
number 3.
This is for the wine.
Number 4. Oh, close, but that's not gonna hit. Number 5. Yeah, you have high dexterity. Good AC. Good job. Oh. Yeah, I can't take the 18. Oh. How many is that? I'm at what now? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, one last. Last one. Misses. All right, perfect. So you can hear like a rain of needles being thrown from all directions in your general directions, but from below you, in front of you, behind you, and you, as quickly as you can, you just deftly navigate and fly in circles in chaotic directions, doing barrel rolls and whatnot, and you avoid pretty much all of these needles thrown at you. So you're doing some ace combat shit. It's pretty cool. And you continue to draw more of these blights in your direction, away from the rest of the party. So good job. So that's that. Yeah, unfortunately that will be a failure, but still worth it. Right. So for the rest of you that are trying to get closer to the winery, you notice that the vines starting to swallow you up. Now, this is just a figurative term; they're not actually swallowing you. These vines are like shriveled grapes and yellowed leaves, forming a dense forest around you. You dash toward the winery, but as you pass through an intersection of weaving ditches and fences, you see 2 groups of blights advancing on your position from either side. What do you all do?
I'll shit myself. That was an exclamation, not a description.
Where are we? Are we still in the vines?
Yeah, you guys are still in the vineyard. Yeah, we're still running towards the winery, but still in the vineyards.
Can we tell how far away from the winery we are?
I just want to see here. You're close. You're close. Basically, you guys all have to do another round of skills, and then you're there.
Are the blights blocking our way, or are they like to the sides of us up ahead?
Yeah, they're trying to they're converging on your position, trying to cut you off. They're not in your way yet.
I'm going to look at Ezio, and I'm going to say, you cast fire to the east, and I cast fire to the west.
Fire? You're gonna burn down the winery. You're gonna burn all the wine crops.
Oh, would all the wine burn?
Probably.
Well, I mean, there is
I'm
rain
sure
right now.
that Adrian and his family are gonna kill you for doing that.
Yeah, I don't think they want their winery to be burned down.
You
I wasn't gonna say no.
Property, the whole property is covered by them. I don't think they're all interconnected to the point where...
It's a winery.
I'll allow. Well, I mean,
Grapes are really
actually-
juicy.
The vines are not.
Look, then they can dabble in raisins. I don't know.
that's kind of funny because here I'm looking at the skill challenge here. They suggest like things that you guys can do. They say leveled spells. Roll an Arcana check plus 1 for the level of the spell used. It says this includes large area of effect spells such as Tidal Wave, Fireball, Call Lightning.
I'm gonna say it
But
probably
also, we don't know
deals
what these
close to
secret
fireball.
items. We don't know what these secret items are, and what if that's like something that's like in the vines and gets burned up.
I can also cast Creep Bonfire, not on vines, but on, a path, basically.
Yeah, I'm guessing. I mean, I don't get why they are suggesting fireball here. This is freaking funny. I mean,
Fireball.
usually fireball is not the spell you want to cast in the
Yeah.
forest. But
Yeah,
they
no,
list it
but-
here. They list it here as an option. So repercussions be damned, or I mean, let's put it this way. It doesn't mean it's a good idea, but I mean, if you do cast fire, it will most likely potentially help you get closer to the mansion. Now, will it have other unwanted consequences? Potentially,
Most likely.
or most likely.
100% will happen.
Very
Yep.
likely.
And the skill challenge doesn't go into those details, so they basically leave this up to the DM to decide. But I mean, it is here. It's listed as an option. This is just an example of spell. Doesn't
Paul
mean
knows
it's-
his wine. He knows that these are going to burn.
I don't know. I don't know. I'll think about it. All I can tell you is that there's currently some rain. I did mention that. It is raining right now. You can't hear it with all the
Okay.
sound, but there's actually the sound of the rain sound effect playing right now. You just can't hear it because it's being drowned. See what
By
I
the
did there?
music.
By
Honey.
yeah. So, up to you, Steve,
Um,
and you, Ezio, if you want to cast a fire spell. Does anybody know exactly what it is they want to do while the others are thinking?
I mean, what I was doing before seemed to work out pretty well, but now we have those blights. And so we're pretty close to the winery, and they're not blocking our path. So approximately.
okay. I do have caltrops that I could throw.
Oh, I thought you said caltrops. COW trops. I'm like, what?
That's what I thought
What do you
too.
like bringing cows into this?
Ah. Oh my gosh.
I don't know if they'll provide anything, but if I...
It's up to you. You want to use caltrops on needle blights and twig blights?
What is that?
It's not gonna fucking do anything.
Well, yeah, maybe I could show you guys what they look like. Hey, let me see, because I don't have them on the map as a monster yet. But needle blight. Can I go to edit and show?
Oh yeah, caltrops are basically like little barbed wirey things.
Yeah, it's
like
those ninja-
stars almost.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's those ninja things they put on the ground there.
Yeah.
To step on
stars?
the
Yeah.
thing you lay on the
Ninja
ground there that
stars? Or-
that the people step on and it hurts their feet.
Ninja
Oh,
spikes.
yeah.
Ninjas.
They're like big jacks, like when you're playing jacks, like spiky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like most of my people say, there's just a bag of D4s basically. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what a caltrop is. A bag of really pointy D4s. Yeah, I think I can maybe show you guys so needle blight looks like. Needle blight. Can
Is
I
it?
show?
Wait, let me see. Is it
Needle
these
blight.
dudes?
Look at man, I can't show them. Oh, maybe I can. No, I can't. Oy. Yeah, if you guys were in the battle with them, I could show them to you, no problem. But monster, needle blight. Maybe I can put them in the. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Monsters, needle.
Are there a lot of them up ahead of us? Like, is it a large grouping of them? I know you said that there's like 2 groups, but like, can we tell about how many there are in each group?
Oh, if you fight them, they make me roll. So there's several. Each group has several of each.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
But they haven't seen you yet. No, it's not about knowing which. No, it's not about not knowing which way to take. It's about avoiding. It's not even about. Well, it could be about avoiding detection, but it could also just be about reaching the mansion before these can cut you off, right? So it's not about finding the right path and avoiding detection. It's just avoiding being blocked off is now the goal. So think about that.
I I think I'm just gonna go for speed. Like, I think I'm just gonna fucking try
Stealthily
to
book it.
haul ass.
You're gonna do what exactly? Sorry, you're gonna
I said I think I'm just gonna try to fucking haul ass.
and run. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So just run as quickly as you can. Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
there will be a strength athletics checks. That's it.
Come on, don't fail me now. Strong tree trunk legs. Ooh.
Thank you, Sparrow, for reducing the DC.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
Sarah saving the party.
I volunteer as tribute.
Well, basically, she's reducing the DC, all your DCs by 5, which is pretty significant.
Oh my
Damn.
gosh, yo.
Well,
That is
I'm
significant.
yeah, but she's causing a failure and
Sarah
attacking her.
deserves all the wine when we're done here.
Those barrels are mine.
I mean, with the rolls that we're having, it's worth the trade-off.
All right, so that's Sakura. So Sakura, you successfully, well, you're sprinting forward and you're able to cover enough distance fast enough that they can't cut you off in time. What does the rest of the party do? Who's next?
Stealthily book it, like we've been doing.
You can, although now you will have disadvantage on that.
I have disadvantage on that now.
Yes, because if you just do stealth, you'll have to you won't be able to make it fast enough to avoid them from blocking you off. You'll now have to try to stealthily circle around them. So you can still do it. It's just going to be harder. You can do something else if you want, though.
Okay.
But if you do stuff, I have to let you know that they will be with disadvantage.
Let me see here.
Yeah, it's just the nature of this stage in this skill challenge. Some skills are less effective than others. Like there's a funny one here they suggest is intimidation.
I don't think that's gonna work.
You can force the blights.
Charisma? Like, using charisma?
Yeah. They say you can force the blights to hesitate in their pursuit. If used in conjunction with some form of fire magic, for example, and they give Create Bonfire, Agonazar, Scorcher, or Scorching Ray, you can give advantage. And so, yeah, there's different ways you can be creative with skill challenges. Think about, these cool things. So this could have been another option.
Seduce the blights.
The sky's the limit here. These are just suggestions. It's really up to DM to say if you can do something or not.
Ooh, what if we could
Are
have
these
Sakura?
male blights or female blights?
Quit trying to gender everything.
Yeah.
Look,
No.
I'm just trying to see if Osthor is gonna try to have sex with one of these
Seduce the
needle
female
blights.
Ooh, is there a hot one?
Oh gosh.
If you can show me a picture of a hot one.
I will not accept gender parity in my blight swarm. This is not. Wokeness has a limit.
Look, how picky are you, Osthor? How picky are you?
What if Sakura let out a dragon roar and Ezio shot a flame up and maybe they thought it was like a dragon?
Yeah, but right now Sakura chose her ability. She's done. She bolted for it, so she's out of the equation.
Fuck it. What if I do major illusion to have a red dragon flying above?
Yeah, it's not the dragon that's going to be a problem because again they can't see shit. It's the fact that they sense fire or flame, right? That's probably what they don't like, according to Ezio's description.
Can you fake a fire? Can you fake, like, the feel of a fire?
Yeah, major image can definitely cause heat and sound.
Yeah,
Major
can you make them
images.
think that there's a fire?
Yeah, I can do that.
I wonder what the druids are thinking, seeing all this happen.
They're probably laughing their asses off, like, these motherfuckers.
But actually, the issue is they can't
You
see.
see this shit?
Did
But
I
actually,
want to say they were gonna fuck the blights?
Actually, 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 they can't see anything because they're just seeing movement, right? Through the vines, right?
The
They
druids?
can't see anything. The druids, yeah, from their standpoint, they're at the same level as you guys. They can't see necessarily.
Oh, right, because the vineyard, the vines are pretty
Yeah.
tall. That's right.
Yeah.
But they can probably
But,
see
I
me.
mean, oh, they see you though. Oh yeah.
They're like, what the heck is this big chicken-looking bird thing?
What are you chicken asses doing? Flying around this vineyard.
Oh gosh. They're like, what is this blue thing?
His
Messing with
pal
our
was like,
twigs.
dude, I saw this human-sized chicken flying in the air above the winery. He's like, sure, dude, you gotta stop the hokey
Damn it,
pokey.
Richard. We told you not to drink the wine, Richard.
Yeah,
Wine bad
stop
for
drinking
you.
the wine, Richard. And then he says, and then Richard goes out and says, well, the fuck, he was right. Look at this. He's really. Because nobody's ever seen an Aarakocra in Barovia, including probably these druids. Are like, what the fuck?
Especially these ancient druid folk. Yeah, they probably are like, what the heck is this thing?
Hey, maybe you could pass out like as a god or some kind, like
Maybe so. Yeah.
the man filthy from the druids, and there you go. You just solved the whole issue. Leave the
damn.
winery now. No, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work.
Well, thanks for the ideas. Oh gosh.
So I will go with create a bonfire, create a 20-foot, just giant freaking flame where we are.
But you're gonna
Why would you give your
start a fire,
position
not
away,
make a
dude?
fire?
No, it's major image. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I was like,
okay.
okay.
Okay. So create a giant 20-foot cube of fire. It's gonna put out heat, and it can move naturally. So I'm gonna have it try to like
Follow you?
naturally creep. Yeah, naturally creep towards the whatchamacallit.
You wanna
One of the
avoid the
groups.
blights.
One of the groups.
No,
Okay.
no, it can actually follow the group, so that way they won't try to go around it.
Oh,
Okay.
you were gonna put it around the blades?
No, we're gonna put it on ourselves, basically. It's like a giant 20-foot cube, so if it creeps towards the winery, we can just move under the cover of the solution.
I like it.
And
I
hope
like it.
that they'll
Okay.
avoid it. Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna have to cast a spell. You have to use an
Hopefully
Arcana
the
check.
druids
plus,
don't see any of that.
Yeah. Remember to add. Well, it doesn't matter at this point. Point is that right now you try to get to the mansion. I mean,
Okay.
the stealth is out the window, obviously, right? So you cast a spell, remove that spell slot,
Nice.
and add 2. I think it's a second level spell, right? Major image. So add. No, it's a third level spell, right?
Is
So
it
third level
necessary?
spell?
Yeah, it's a third level spell.
So add 3 to that. 25. Damn. The spellcasters are
Damn.
working hard.
Was I casting something too?
Nah.
You could.
No.
If you, want.
could. If you want to on your turn, you still have to do something. But okay, so this is pretty good. Wow, this is freaking good. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do with this one, because this is significant. So you cast major image on a 20-foot cube. So yeah, it covers a huge distance. So this definitely has an impact on the blights. I mean, they definitely cower at the sight of this. Well, not the sight, but from the heat that it's causing. So you definitely notice them timidly advancing now, and even some of them backing away. So now anybody who rolls that stays within that flame will have advantage on their skill check from now on for the challenge.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
So I'm not sure who's left. I think it's Talia and Azio, right?
Yeah, I think
Okay, so you guys decide what you want to do. I'm just gonna go see my son because he's crying. I'll be right back.
Well, now that you have advantage, that cancels out your disadvantage, so you're just normal.
True. But when you think about it, it's like, what do I even have to do? Can't I just walk forward in this flame and then?
You can run.
It's like, what do I even have to do?
Could you put them to sleep?
I feel it. See, I was thinking about that, but I'm not sure if they would even like be susceptible to sleep.
Yeah, they might not if they're not like cognizant.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. He may just have you roll Arcana.
Like Arcana for what?
Well, because I still had to roll for my illusion. But he may not. May not like. You may not. They may not be rolling against you. It will just be an Arcana check on the spell. It's not
but
going to
they
be
might
like. It's not like combat related. Is what I'm trying
Right,
to
but
say.
they might be immune to that kind of thing.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. That these are likely creatures that are immune to it.
Tasha's hideous laughter.
Can they even laugh?
Or
Plus, I
he
mean,
could just-
I would have to touch
could-
one. I would have to walk
you
up
could
and
just-
physically touch
yeah.
one.
Oh,
to
shit.
work.
You can just run. Either stealth or run is what I would probably.
Stealthily walk forward in the flame.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have disadvantage anymore, so you'd just be rolling normal. And your stealth is freaking redonkulous.
I'm gonna get fly spells so I can cast fly on at least half of us, and we can just all get the fuck out. Oh no, a bridge covered in spider webs. Fly.
How does it feel now, Sparrow? You're not the only one.
Go for it.
Yeah, but she's being
Be my
chased.
guest.
I don't know how much that's working out. It's working great for us, but she's got.
I mean, Sparrow hasn't gotten hit.
Yet. Gotten very lucky. So squishy.
Mm.
So squishy. Oh gosh. At this rate, it's going to take us the rest of the year just to get through this winery.
Oh gosh.
You're going to open that now?
To
Might have a little bit.
Yeah.
It's 1 in the morning.
Okay. All right. So who's next? Who was going next?
Talia.
So I guess what I can do is I can kind of just chill near the flame and I guess stealthily walk towards the building.
Yes, and that means it will cancel disadvantage. So there you go.
Yeah.
So it just
You'll
it's just a normal roll now.
Yeah, normal roll.
Then stealth it shall be.
Alrighty.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's gonna do it. Okay. Good job.
See, it's kind of like most rolls are gonna be fine because I have +9 to stealth.
Yeah.
Well, I
Hey,
mean,
Paul, just humor me. Are those those stick things, are they immune to charm or sleep?
you want me to? I like how you say, Paul. Just, can you cheat? But humor me.
Well, I was recommending it to Llama. He could put them to sleep.
I feel like they probably are resistant to sleep magic.
Yeah. Probably.
Considering they are beings basically created by the druids.
Well,
Like
you guys
familiars aren't.
you could roll. I'll let you roll a nature and arcana check on the creature if you want. Now that you've seen what they are, you could maybe recall some information on them, specifically on them.
Let's see. I will roll that. Nature. Why does my Ozdor sheet keep disappearing?
And he vanished.
No idea. It's disappearing.
Well, never mind. Don't worry. Nature. Wow.
Damn, fuck. Okay. So, no, they're not immune to sleep. They are particularly immune to... So there's two types of blights here. There's twig blights and needle blights. Needle blights are immune to... They can be blinded because they don't have any form of sight. They can be deafened because they can't hear anything. And other than that, that's it. They have blind sight, which is how they can, interact with the world around them. Then twig blights, they are vulnerable to fire because they're made of wood and plants and shit. They are immune to blinded and deafened as well because they're just like the needle blights. They can't see or hear, and that's it. They also have blind sight. Yeah, there's nothing about not being resistant to sleep. So even if it defies logic, they're not resistant or immune to sleep at all. It's just a matter now of how much hit point damage you can do with a sleep spell.
Which is also the issue with sleep.
Yeah. It could work. Maybe it will work. It could. You have to give it a try. You won't know unless you try.
Well, I already did my stealth roll.
Okay, gotcha. So who's last? We have Ezio. Anybody else? I think it's just Ezio. So Ezio, how do you want to... You're surrounded in flame, so it's kind of pushing some of the blights away, but you still have to avoid some of the blights. How do you want to avoid them?
I guess just keep run.
You want to book it like Sakura did? Just run for the mansion?
Yeah.
Okay. So what you can do is you can roll a strength athletics check with advantage.
Book
Your strength
it!
is pretty high. Should be pretty good. You got a big strength.
All right.
Big
So anything I do
strength.
for the advantage, or do I just?
So with the
Advantage.
advantage on your sheet, you should be able to toggle advantage. If you look at the top there,
At
there's
the top. Yeah.
it says normal, advantage, disadvantage. Just click on the right one and then do your roll.
And it should be red, I think,
Yeah.
when you click on it.
Why am I not seeing it?
So
At the top, underneath your name, and at the very top, there's public, 2GM, and then it says advantage, normal, disadvantage, core, bio spells.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, you can toggle.
Right
now.
at the, way at the top.
Yeah. So all rolls now will be with advantage. So you just have to make sure to
Hey.
toggle those back and forth.
Well, hey.
Oh, that's good. 15. Okay, perfect. All right, so you bolt for it, and let's see what happens. I have to go back here.
Mr. Blight, can you shut up out there?
All right, so you've successfully, all of you except of course for Sparrow, successfully passed through the vineyard, and now arrive at the winery. However, now you have to enter the winery. You have to decide you have to decide how you're going to enter the winery. You have 4 doors to choose from.
Oh wow.
There's a padlock double door that is to your east. There's also to your left, basically. There's also a locked door. Hold on 1 second here. Let me have a look at the map. W. Yeah, there's a padlock right in front of you. That seems to be the main door to the inside the winery. There's a padlock double. Oh no, my bad. Sorry. The padlock is on a double door. Where's W5? Okay. Sorry, so let me reiterate this because now I have the map in front of me. So sorry, it's late. So to your right, there's you go up a couple of stairs, and at the end of that open area, there is a double door that's locked. You can see that it's locked by a padlock. As for that, there's also a door up a few stairs right in front of you. That seems to be the front door of this mansion. And there's also a. You guys see this one though? W2. Where's W2? Oh, okay. And to the left of the main door to this mansion, there's also like a opened. There's like a loading dock that has like a catwalk that goes around that goes up a few steps. That's a bit higher than the ground level, and you notice that there's a half-open door that is right at the end of that catwalk in the docking area. So those are the three main points of entry that you can see as you approach the mansion. There's also a set of double doors that are closed to the left of this docking area. So basically, you've got 1, 2, 3. There's 4 entryways that you notice as you approach the front of the mansion.
The loading dock has like a open door or a partially open door.
Yes, the loading dock at the end there's a single partially open door.
Ooh,
Otherwise there's a door. The main front door is closed. There's also to the right. There is a padlock currently holding a double door shut, and then there's another double door to the left of the loading area that is just closed.
Okay.
Now, you guys can all hear behind you a ton of these blights converging on your position, right? So, I guess the point here is that you would either want to barricade yourselves inside or hide inside, right? Because eventually you'll be swarmed.
Yeah. Well, then we should probably go for one of the doors that's not padlocked. Does the front door have any padlocks on it?
No, it's
Talia's
just closed.
pretty.
I mean, if we want to unlock it, I got them tools.
Yeah, I
That's
kind
true.
of trust Talia. I mean, they're really good at locks.
And here's the other thing
Okay.
too. You guys don't have to all go through the same door.
Ooh,
Right, so-
let's not split
right,
up.
We're still in the skill challenge. Oh, it could be funny and cool, right? I got the whole map, so. Okay,
Ooh, I don't
so
want to split up. I mean, I don't mind splitting up, but I don't want to leave my squishies behind.
or you guys can go in teams of 2. I don't know, whatever you want to do. And remember, there's also Spare all the way over there. So she's gonna have to probably.
Maybe if the
Right.
door is padlocked and padlocked from the outside, it's probably padlocked for a reason. Like they don't want us to go through that door, or they don't want people to go through that door. So yeah, that would make sense to
No,
maybe go
no,
through.
no.
No, what?
No,
Use your
no.
words.
Okay, like if you lock a shop, you lock it from the outside. Like
But-
it's probably an entrance for the workers.
But they live there, so it's not gonna be
Yeah,
locked from
and
the
there's a
outside.
loading dock. Yeah, like locking it from the outside with a padlock.
If they didn't live there, it makes sense. But they live
Yeah.
there. It's part of their
So yeah,
house.
maybe we can go through that door if Talia can.
Alright, you want me
don't
opening
know.
shit? I'll open shit.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do.
One
We're
team
gonna
Talia
start-
open door.
You guys
Yeah,
want to
that's what I
Talia
was
goes
saying.
first? Okay.
We're unlocking. Which door are we unlocking?
The one with the padlock?
So, yeah,
Sounds like we want the front door. That's padlocked.
it's next to the front door, wasn't it? The one with the padlock. The front door is just closed, right?
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put your characters on the map, actually.
We get a
Map time?
map, finally. It's been what, 3 hours already?
The first map of 2023.
Map of 2023.
Oh gosh.
Okay. There you go. Okay, so as you can see, you guys. So here you've got a padlock on a set of double doors.
I don't see
we're
it.
not
We don't
on
have
the
a map.
We still have the
Yeah,
Strahd
yeah.
opening photo thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Player
See-
banner.
Exactly. Thank you, Steve, for reminding me. Thank you, Steve. See? Coffin maker shop. Where is it? God damn it. What are the
Paul
ones?
has so many fucking maps, probably.
Hey, he's
Yeah.
prepared, man.
Okay, you guys should be able to see now.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Yeah.
see us.
Okay, so
Hold on.
paddle.
I see nothing.
So
I don't think you're on the map.
oh,
Sparrow.
Sparrow's not. Okay, Sparrow's on the map. You're right. I should put her. Okay, so Sparrow's gonna be right here. Okay, now you should be able to see.
Oh, there's
Okay,
door
okay.
icons.
Okay, so here you've got the padlock, double door with the padlocks, right
Okay.
here. This is the front door to the mansion. Oh, my bad. Right here.
Okay.
Okay.
This is the loading dock, right here.
Okay.
Okay, and there's a door that's halfway open right here. Right here. In the
Alright.
loading dock. Up, if you go up the stairs, the catwalk there.
Right. Yeah.
And then there's another set of double doors here.
Okay.
Okay. So those are your
Got it.
entryways.
I see what you mean about the door things. This
There's
is
little door
interesting.
icons.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I've added door icons. I redid all the maps.
Oh wow.
And initially I was like, oh, I'll just do it on the next map. And I'm like, oh, fine, I'll do the fucking doors. And there's also windows. There's also the added window option, so you'll notice there are
Ooh,
windows.
that's
damn.
good for me then.
See, there's a window here, and there's a couple of windows on the first floor. Not many, but yeah, they're mostly on the second. But anyways, yeah. So I'm gonna start with the rest of the party. We'll finish with Sparrow. So what does the party do? You just tell you wanted to go to this door.
Okay, so that's the door we want, team.
Yes.
All right, let's open that sucker up.
Okay, you can move your character next to it. There you go. Ooh, the pillars are really nice. I did a good job on the pillars. Okay. Okay.
All
Alright,
right.
so you-
As always, safety first. We mage hand with our thieves' tools.
Of course.
Safety first.
Keyword.
Go Talia. Go Talia.
Oh,
Go Talia.
snap! He
Oh
didn't
my
even need to touch it.
That fucking
It
barrel
just
opened.
fell.
Jesus, like a monkey. Oh my god. Wow.
It just fell. Oh my gosh.
Damn.
We're getting in there.
He
team.
just stared at it and it fell.
Didn't even, my tools didn't even
Oh
touch
gosh,
it.
darn it. Oh, that's good.
It just knew I was going to unlock it. It got scared and unlocked itself.
Exactly. That's fine. I'll unlock. All right. So you pick the lock. As you hear these creatures slithering and crawling and converging in your position, not even without breaking a sweat, not even nervous, you easily pick this lock as it falls to the ground.
I'm a professional, damn it.
Great.
Okay. So you're going to enter through. So if you want, you can open the door. You can just click on the door. Yay! See, there's two doors, so it's a double door. Right.
Yay.
Open one door. Open one door. Whoa.
Okay.
There you go.
Whoa.
Like I had two doors.
Yes, but yeah, just to let you know, there's two doors. Like you can use one of the half doors for cover, for example, if you want. Or,
Gotcha.
yeah, these types of shenanigans. Anyway, so yeah. And you notice that there's these vats right here. They're empty right now. These. Yeah. Are they vats? Let me I forgot to do this. If you guys are going to W5, I should probably describe W5. Okay, so
Welcome to W5.
Yeah, zone area W5 is a veranda. So these two. Okay, so when. Okay, so you climb the steps to the winery's veranda, only to find that 3 tall barrels had obstructed your view of an iron chain and lock wrapped around the handles of a larger wooden door. To their side, a small door promises entry inside. Oh, 1 sec. What is that? Oh, yeah, this one here. Forgot to mention there was a door here. My bad. So you guys could have just entered through this door. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Okay. I'm so sorry.
I like my door 'cause I unlocked it.
Yes. Oh my god. So, okay, so as you attempt to unlock the padlock on the double doors, you hear the horde advancing, and you're only seconds before the blights send forth another volley. And so, basically, what you did is you did your thief's tools. What does the rest of the party do? Yeah, okay, they still continue the skill challenge here for some reason. Okay, you guys still have to do things. So, someone did attend to the. So while okay, okay, I get it now. So, you guys will all have to decide to do something as, for example, Talia tries to unlock this. What does the rest of you do, right? Talia's tending to the lock. During that time, what does the rest of the party do? You'll have to decide. Yeah, each of you will have to again use a skill check. The purpose here is to gain entry as quickly as possible. But this is dumb. If she unlocks the door, you guys just fucking enter. Yeah. Okay. Fuck this shit. Okay, I'm skipping this level. You guys can enter.
Fuck this shit.
This makes
the door.
this.
It makes no sense. Yeah,
Well,
makes no
because
sense. The door's unlocked. Everybody get your ass in here.
No, it's because the adventure seems to emphasize that maybe the rest of the players don't enter through the same door. So, but I'm not gonna force you guys to separate. That's stupid. That's stupid.
I see. Yeah.
Okay, and I mean some doors are either barricaded or so you have to use other skills to get through. It's thematically cool, but really it's not necessary. So
Yeah.
Not necessary when I rolled an nat 20.
exactly. Or they figured, oh, we'll put a padlock here so they can't go through it.
It's like maybe if I rolled lower, then you could justify it. Like it takes me more time, but not with a nat 20.
Whereas you just glanced at the door and it opened for you.
Yeah, some pretty cool stuff you can do here. Like they suggest some spells like Eldritch Blast or what else
Oh,
yeah.
you know that
Yeah.
was on my mind.
to break
Eldritch
doors
Blast.
down, and yeah, web and stuff like that, or other spells to slow down, or fog cloud to slow down the enemy's advance, stuff like that.
Oh,
Really,
yeah.
it's not necessary. You guys are in there. Okay, so once you guys enter inside, I'm gonna have to have Sparrow roll a insight check.
Oh, to notice if they've gone inside.
Yeah, if they noticed. Yeah, notice if they yeah, if they got inside.
Okay, insight check.
Yeah.
Ooh, I think I know.
I think I know what's going on here.
Okay, you do. So yeah, you notice that a lot of creatures have. You notice a lot of activity converging on the mansion, which will likely indicate that somebody near the mansion is obviously tracking their attention. So that gives you an idea that, because you can't see them necessarily well,
Right.
because they're far away, but that gives you an indication that someone's at the mansion. So with that in mind, what do you do?
I'm going to fly north 70 feet. And then, like, just so I can see, yeah, I'm gonna fly north 70 feet, descending, and then, making sure that I lose their trail. Or they lose my trail. The blights.
Okay, so you want to go as fast as possible. Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna circle, or go as high as possible, again towards the house. So
Okay,
basically
how
out
much-
first, and then up,
Yeah.
and then back.
Okay. So roll me a strength athletics check.
Oh no.
Wait.
Oh wait. Yeah, as fast. I did say as fast as possible. That's going away, not up yet.
Doesn't matter.
Oh.
I mean, the fact is that you're trying to fly.
Did you mean to roll that? Oh.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Are we supposed to see it too?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Ooh.
Inspiration?
I do have inspiration. I'm gonna use that inspiration. Hold on.
Hope so, because otherwise you got 13 needle bites attacking you.
Hold on a second. Inspiration is gone. Come on. Let's do it.
That's
Okay.
better.
I'm okay. I think.
Okay, so you do not get attacked by 13 needle bites.
Yay!
You no longer are being attacked.
Okay, so I'll allow you next round to basically reach the mansion.
Yay!
Okay, so now the rest of you can enter the room if you want. So for the rest of the party. Okay, so everybody enters through the door that Talia has opened.
Heck yeah.
Everyone
Okay,
in, let's go.
Yeah, everybody can go in. I'll read you what you see in the room.
It's just the druids like sleeping and they're like, whoa, you weren't supposed to get in here.
How did you unlock that door? This is
Okay.
a private establishment.
Make sure to finish on a square. Actually, there you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody else can move their. Everybody can move their character into this room here.
Come on in, everyone.
There were
Everybody
like,
except Sparrow, of course.
there's like there are like these, I guess, pillars of darkness. Is how I would
Pillars of.
describe it.
Yeah.
it's
I'll, I'll tell you guys what those are later.
Might be
Okay.
something that like reaches the ceiling,
Yeah.
whatever they may be.
No, they don't. But I'll tell you what they are.
They gotta be tall then if they're blocking our vision though.
Yeah, they're tall. Yeah, they are tall, but they don't reach the ceiling. But yeah, I'll once everybody's in here. Where's Astor?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll move.
Astor,
just
get
move.
your ass in here, boy.
Okay. Everybody's in. Astor, you want to add if you want to add Nigel on
Yeah.
your token?
I got it.
Okay. All right, we're almost done for tonight. I'm just gonna read this here. For you that enter this room.
Oh, everything just went dark on my end.
Oh.
Me too.
Yeah, same. It's completely black.
Oh,
What?
is that because I added Nigel?
Damn it, Nigel!
Oh.
Oh no, you
Forgot
gotta
the
move
lights.
yourselves.
No?
You gotta move yourselves.
Yeah,
Okay then, that fixed it.
what? Oh,
You
there
have
we
to move
go.
yourselves.
Okay.
Just move your character thing.
Gotcha.
That's weird.
That fixed it.
Everybody's good? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good on my end.
Where did Sakura go? Okay, there we go. All right. So when you enter this room, notice the following: the rich smell of fermenting wine fills this large two-story
Oh
chamber,
lord.
which is dominated by 4 enormous wooden casks. So these are the casks. 1, 2,
Oh,
3,
okay.
4. So you don't see it on your screen, but basically it's like it's a tall cask, right? And in it there's liquid. So, but because it serves as a form of cover, it appears black on your screen. Okay, but these are vats. They're basically these wine vats. Okay.
Okay.
Each one is 8 feet wide and 12 feet tall.
Oh
There
my
you go.
god, Sparrow's gonna lose her shit.
a wooden staircase right here. In the center of the room, climbs to a 10-foot high wooden balcony that clings to the south wall. And actually, I'm gonna change the audio here. Loading dock. Where is it? There we go. Is the audio Is the audio working?
I don't hear anything.
The
Yeah.
audio is gone.
No, audio should be working. It is. It's very light though.
Oh, it was very
light,
quiet.
I don't
I think it
hear
was just
anything
quiet
at
on my
all.
end. I just turned it up.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just very quiet. There you go. Okay, so my bad. Like I was saying, so yeah, so you got a wooden staircase in the center of the room, which climbs a 10-foot high wooden to a 10-foot high wooden balcony that clings to the south wall. So if I go back here, so this is the balcony here, which has 4 windows set into it at balcony level. So there are these windows that are where? 4 windows. Okay, I'll get back to that in a second. Stacked against the wall underneath the balcony are old empty barrels with the Wizards of Wines burned into their sides. The balcony climbs another 5 feet as it continues along the west and east walls, ending at doors leading to the winery's upper level. Underneath these side balconies are several doors, some of which hang open. Beneath the sloping roof stretch thick rafters, upon which scores of ravens have quietly gathered. They watch you with great interest. So, where are my ravens?
Over here. We're over here, Paul. We're over here.
Token layer. Yeah, okay, because you guys can't see the second floor because you're on the first floor. So, but yeah, you have to go up the. You guys are gonna have to go up the center stairs if you want to go to the second floor. But basically, you'll on this side of the wall, up in the rafters, on this wall here, at different areas, you'll notice some ravens, and also. Just want to see here. Whoa. Okay, so then you notice that the balcony creaks, drawing your eye to a wild-looking figure hunched over the westernmost cask. So, this one. Pouring a flask of thick, syrupy liquid into it.
Oh.
She wears a gown made of animal skins and a headdress with goat horns, and her hair is long and unkempt. Suddenly, you see something skittering across the floor. It looks like a tiny creature made of twigs, moves from its hiding place under the stairs, and disappears behind the easternmost cask, which is this one here. And so I just want to make sure I look here.
All right then.
Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna move your characters to the second floor. Bear with me 1 second. This will become much more clear.
Can I go with them?
Yeah, I will move you there in a second.
Sweet.
Just have to put your character to the right spot. Boom. Okay. So this is a perspective from the second floor of the same room.
Oh, Jesus.
Right. You can see that you have the same stairs here, right? And now this is the female druid. I mean, all the druids are gonna look the same, but she's a.
Oh god, I see a guy with big muscles.
Yeah. There's
Oh
also
god.
this
Oh, those
burly
muscles are so big.
burly
He's
barbarian,
so
and
burly.
then
Oh
these
my
are the
god, he's so
raven.
burly.
These are the
Where'd
you guys
ravens.
go?
Oh god, he's so big.
And obviously, when you guys
So
enter the
muscles.
room, there's also another one that's on top of here. You guys
Oh,
notice?
great. Oh, great.
And so
Great,
you
great,
guys
great.
will have to roll initiative next game when we start the game. Now what I'm going to do is determine from where Sparrow is going to enter. So Sparrow, where do you enter from?
Sparrow just crashes through a window. I'm here, guys.
No, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna. Well, after losing the trail, or after having the blights lose my trail, I'm gonna try to go in the same way they did.
Well, the thing is, you don't know which way they went. You don't know.
Right.
Where's your feeble bird brain?
No, it's not that. It's just she didn't see you guys enter. She didn't see from where you guys entered. So when she arrives at the mansion,
Where did I
mean-
see them? Which side of the mansion did they enter? At least.
you don't know. You don't know. You don't know.
Or
By the time you arrive, they're not nowhere to be seen, and
Right.
you've.
but
That's
like
fair. We'll
when
get
I
back on our
noticed
insight,
them.
though.
There's a giant, like 20-foot tall flame.
Yeah.
Oh,
There
that's
is
gonna be a
that.
giveaway, wouldn't it?
Oh, that is a good point.
Yes.
You're right. You still have that spell on. That's right. Okay, my bad. Okay. Well, I guess you can know which one. So you know that you can see definitely a flame and light coming from between these two vats here.
Okay, well I'm gonna go there then.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna put you. Where can I put you? Yeah, I'll put you here on the map below, but really you're just behind them because you can't get in there. They're blocking the entryway. So I'll put you right here, and whenever you enter the door, but you want to be behind the open door, or you want to be behind the closed door?
Open door. I'm gonna assume that they went through the open door.
Yeah, but this one, yeah, but there's another door. It's a double door, right? I mean,
Oh, yeah,
This
I'm
one-
just gonna go through the open door.
okay, sounds good.
They left
Okay.
me a trail to follow.
Yeah. Well, you're right there. They're right there. They're right there. You can see them. They're on the other side of the door.
Oh,
my
yeah, I'm
son
just
is-
gonna go in that way. Yep.
Okay. My son's complaining again. I'll be right back. We're gonna end this as soon as I'm back. Sorry, guys.
Well, this looks like a fun room, everyone.
Yeah.
That guy is so buff.
Okay, show him that you're buffer.
Ugh, I don't know if I am though. What if I'm not?
You're a
What if you're
fucking
buffer than I am?
dragonborn. You're
I
buffer
need
than
to
anyone.
see what you guys are saying. I don't know where you went.
He also looks a little intense.
Where'd you guys go?
We're on the second floor, I
We're on the
believe.
second floor. Can you see my mark?
Nope. I'm back.
Well then.
I'm still in the entrance of the padlock that you magically just looked at, and yeah.
Are we on like a different? Are we just like on a different map then?
We might
like-
be, yeah.
Probably. Because
Yeah,
you
I
know
think you
how
just
these
like I think
maps
you moved us onto another map, like just so we could see the second floor from where we are.
You
Mhm.
may have to zoom out. I don't know.
Well, considering that they can't
I
see
wouldn't
my
be able-
mark, I'm assuming that they might be on just a different map.
Oh, okay. I see it now. I had to zoom out. You're right. So, shall I just take the liberty and I can't even move myself over there. I cannot. I don't have the
Yes.
power.
I can't move.
What?
don't
What are
have
you?
power.
What are you calling me for? Oh Lord, what's going on? Oh my
Oh
gosh.
Lord.
Are you snuggling? You're snuggling.
Kitty!
Yeah. He's got a kitty on top of him. Little snuggle guy.
He's so cute.
You're giving him brushies. No wonder he's snuggling.
Guys.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go. My son's feverish and all that. He needs.
Oh.
Oh no.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So the game's over, anyways. I'm gonna give you guys the XP now. We'll continue next week. We're all gonna be rolling initiative, anyways. So everybody gains 250 XP for the skill challenge and
Oh
everything.
boy.
Alrighty.
Awesome.
I hope your son feels better,
250.
dude.
Yeah, he's fine. It's just a fever. And so I'll go see him now. And next week we'll start off with the fight. And Steve, if you need help for anything for your game, let me know.
All right, thanks, Paul.
All right, cool.
All right.
Have a good week, guys.
Bye.
Thanks for the game.
Bye.
Bye.
Well,
Bye. Bye.
He said 250, right?
that's what I heard.
Yes, 250.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, you're still here. Okay, cool.
Someone else left already.
Alright, cool.
Well, this is gonna be a fun fight.
Right. 250 XP. Let me put that in.
250.
Where's my character? I don't even know.
Where am I?
Where am I? Yep.
Where are all my friends? Alright, I'm heading to bed. Good night.
Good
Night,
night.
peeps.
Alright, let me switchy. Hold on a second. There we go. Oh wait. Forgot stuff. Okay, folks. I'm sorry. That stream got cut short, but it's totally fine. It was an entire. It was a full stream actually. Now that I look at the time, but yeah. Thank you so much, Sass, for the raid, dude. I hope your stream went well and you enjoyed the game. What were you playing? Jackbox Party Pack. Which one? Which one was it? I have 3, 4, and 8. Just cause. And let me see who I can raid just so we can continue this and pay for it. Has some hateful hiccups, but it's okay. Oh yeah, I know those all too well. But I hope you enjoyed it, despite the hiccups. And let's see where. Excuse me. I. Still haven't put my experience in here. There we go. Yay. 9240 now. Or 19. We're over halfway to level 7. This is good. Okay. That's over. Let's figure out who to raid. Unless you guys have, if you have another person you wanted to raid, Sass, I'm more than happy to go over there and, pay it forward. Raid train. We did 1, 2, 3, 4, and 7. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. Even Brad the Chad and Bunk Place came and played. Oh, nice! I haven't played with Bunk in a while. Ooh, I do see somebody that I would like to raid. Oh, but he's been playing for 3 hours. He might be. He doesn't look like he's about to finish. I'm not sure though. Don't know if I see it. So on right now. Okay, it's no worries. Thank you for checking. in that case, I guess we're just gonna go to Yogurt Archangel, if that's okay with everyone. Yes. Hmm. Yay, more raids! Yes! And if you guys are more than okay with copy and pasting my raid messages, that'd be cool. But if not, that's totally fine too. But yes, we are going to go raid Yogurt Archangel. He's currently playing Professor Layton in the Unwound Future. He's one of my buddies, that I met in real life, actually. Cool. Yes. But he's not SOW, though. Or SOW. Okay, wait, what? It's okay, English is hard. You know, it's not my first language, so. Okay. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed the stream, the intensity of the entire skill challenge and all that stuff, and me trying to actively be a decoy for everyone. It's fine, and I still don't. Thank you, Lotus. Alrighty then. I hope everyone will have a good night or good rest of your night. Sleep. Oh my gosh, I'm fumbling again. Sleep tight, sweet dreams. And if you're on the other side of the world, have a fantastic rest of your day. And I'll catch you again next time. Bye. God bless.